1.3 million views, 10,000 new subscribers, and nearly $2,500 in estimated revenue. This is one video with one input into my system. Take your hands off the mouse right now because I'm gonna break down exactly what made this long-form YouTube video right here hit and gain over nearly $2,500. I'm gonna show you the system that I use to plan this video from literally one single prompt. Now, my name's Ricky, I'm 21 years old, and I've been running faceless commentary channels just like this one for over 8 years now. Glider Guy right here is my main channel with over 560,000 subscribers. Monk is also another one of my channels, which is more short form focused now with nearly 70,000. Now this video right here that I'm showing is definitely an outlier, I will say that. However, it is one of my best performers and I wanted to show it off to you guys today just to show you what's really possible. But what I need you to know is that the system I'm going to show you, it can literally be applied to every single video that I make on this Glider Guy channel. Now, at the time when I did this video, I wasn't posting as many videos, but now I'm posting a lot more videos, and even though the views aren't anywhere near 1 million, the amount of monthly revenue that I'm still able to generate from this system because I'm posting even 2 times a day now, without putting in any more effort because of this single prompt, which can literally get you a video script, a video brief, and video packaging all in one click without you having to literally do anything else. It means that you can do so many of these videos right here that you can still get an insanely high monthly view count and therefore monthly revenue as well. Essentially what I do is I use Claude and I literally just go onto my homepage, which is already preloaded with ideas which are specific to the Glider Guy channel. I find an idea, for example, this guy right here did a video about this YouTube animator called Shappy Sway, which ironically is actually the video that blew up on my own channel, getting over 1 million views and $2,500. And by the way, just to prove to you guys, this is USD right here. I mean, I feel like I have to prove that a lot because a lot of people in the YouTube automation space aren't very transparent. And yeah, I do understand, so it does make sense. But yes, this is all USD. Pretty much all you do is you grab the transcript of this video, and sometimes it's in a different language, but you know, Claude does obviously, you know, translate it to the native language, so English. Literally copy it, chuck it in here, and you find the exact channel that it is you're talking about. So this is specifically for my channel that this system works for. Oh, sorry, not my channel, but just, you know, the niche that I'm in. So this is reaction commentary. So this will work for any reaction commentary channel. Type in Shappy Sway, so this is the name of the channel, and literally all you have to do is go to their shorts, which is what I'll be reacting to. Press Control A on their channel, Control C, and then just chuck it into the Claude cowork. And then all I have to do right at the bottom is type in pipeline for Glider Guy. Let that run, and this will run for a little bit, so over the next few minutes this will run, and I'll show you guys exactly what it generates for me at the end of this video right here, but first I gotta explain what's going on with this video right here. So in this video there are 3 main decisions that I had to make, which pretty much are the variables which determine whether videos like this blow up or they just stay, you know, average. So the first decision is the topic. Now, like I said, the subject of this video is called Shappy Sway, and this is perfect for my Glider Guy channel. Basically, he's a, like, 2D animator, and, you know, he looks cute and looks family-friendly on the outside, and when I first talked about him, he actually had 6,000 subscribers, so to see him have over 100,000 like he does now after many videos that I've done about him is pretty surreal to look at, to be honest with you. But his shorts were pulling tens of thousands of views every single video, sometimes even hundreds of thousands. So basically, the whole idea is that this guy had a really small channel, but had insanely large reach. So there was something about this guy's channel, there was something about his animations which were really visually appealing. But also one thing that I noticed in the comments section, and I don't really notice it as much anymore, but at the start, a lot of people were calling out his content for being extremely terrible. So it was like this guy didn't have many subscribers, but his videos were going insanely viral. And all of the comments were literally saying, like, what the hell is this content? Like, this is absolutely disgusting. And his channel bio as well said something along the lines of like, oh, you know, this is Shappy's world. Like, it's, you know, it shows fun and resilience and just stuff that you'd kind of see on a kid's channel. But essentially the content, like, it looks bubbly and colorful, kind of like it's meant for kids. but the videos are very, sexualized and disturbing. So that contrast right there is the hook of the video. So, basically the biggest decision of any video you're ever going to make is going to be the topic. Like, the topic is the hook of the video. It can basically determine the ceiling of your video, whether it can get 5,000 views, 100 views, or whether it gets 100,000 to 1,000,000 views like this one did right here. This one was basically a perfect storm where the topic was absolutely perfect, we packaged it perfectly, and it turned into something where I genuinely spent 2 hours on this video and it generated me, as you can see, $2,500. Basically, what I want you guys to take away from that is that the topic literally does the first half of the entire work of the video for you. So if you want to think about leverage in terms of YouTube videos, if you want to treat YouTube like a business, and you understand leverage the fact that your topic is the most important part. That's why I use this system now, which, back in the day, I used to spend probably about 4 hours per video editing the whole thing myself, doing everything myself without the use of AI. But now using AI systems and the model, like I said, this whole Claude thing, which is still going, by the way, and I'll show you guys a bit later, it makes it so that I can make about 4 videos a day and get so many more topics out. And the thing with YouTube is that a lot of it is experimental. If you can get 4 topics out every single day, obviously I post 2 per day, but I make 4 videos a day, meaning that I backlog 2 videos every single day, getting ahead. That means that I have 60 topics going out per month, whereas before I was doing like 15 videos per month, which, I'm literally getting 4 times the topics out. And like I told you guys, the topic is literally half the work in the video right here. And real quick, like I said, this all comes from one input. So, whenever you do this, I've literally built a system which allows you to get everything out in one go. Now, the second decision that I had to make was the hook structure. And this is probably, a very close second to the topic. But obviously the topic is going to be the most important one. And for the hook, I'll show you guys the actual video. So this was the very start of the video. I'm going to play it for you guys and essentially show you, my decision making when I was going through making this. Kids animators. Some of them are okay, most of them are absolutely garbage. And if you've been on YouTube for more than 4 seconds, you'll know that there are a lot of kids animators that just shouldn't be on the platform. Okay, so I've played the first 10 seconds, but really the most important are the first 2, or even the first frame, really. So when you have a title and thumbnail, and no matter how clickbaity it is, obviously the more clickbaity it is, the better it's going to be. But half the game with YouTube after you get someone to click your video is to get them to stay. You can have a video be as clickbait as you want, and you can have your click-through rate be 20% in the first hour. But the thing is, if you get someone to click and then they're not instantly, confirmed that their click was valid and, confirmed by the first few seconds that, they haven't been clickbaited, then they're going to click off and YouTube is going to shut your video down so quickly. Not necessarily take it down, but I just mean they're not going to push it at all. The whole point of the first 5 seconds of your video is to confirm to the viewer that they haven't clicked on something that they shouldn't have. They haven't clicked on something that, just doesn't lead to what they were promised. The way I see the title and thumbnail is that the title and thumbnail is the promise, and the first 10 seconds is proof of that promise. So by me saying kids animators, I'm showing the viewer, and it's really autistic, but I need you guys to really digest this because this is going to help you so much. By me saying kids animators, it is confirming to the viewer instantly that, this is a video about kids animators. I know it's very vague stuff, and I know you don't think it makes a difference, but trust me right now, whatever you open with is the most important decision of your whole video. And it's a trickle effect down to the 8 to 9 minutes, however long your video is. Whatever second is at the very start, the first second of the video is the most important, and the last second of the video is the least important, and it goes down from there. It's basically how YouTube videos run. It's a priority list from second 1 to second whatever, the last second of the video. That is what you have to focus on. Saying kids animators at the start is the easiest way, and I can guarantee that probably added about 800,000 of these views onto this video. It is that important. And I'll back this up with real data. So the first 30 seconds of this video right here has about 65% retention, which to be honest isn't great, but the fact that this reached so many people, it literally reached over 1 million people, you gotta cut a bit of slack. I mean, obviously, the more views you get, the worse this is going to be because it's a broader pool of people. But for the most most part, if you're sitting at like under 10,000 views and your 30-second view duration is sitting below like 70%, chances are you've got some work to do, and that's probably why it isn't breaking out to these like million viewed videos. And the third decision that I needed to make is the packaging alignment, right? So this goes kind of hand in hand with the hook, but I'd say the hook is probably more important. Obviously, the promise that you make in the video right here, so I mean, the title and thumbnail right here goes, you know, the most twisted kids animator. Obviously, the proof is in the hook right here in the first 10 seconds, so I'm talking about animators, you know, I'm making sure that I show something crazy right here, I show what the channel is. But the most important part, apart from that, is literally how you package the video. So obviously, the title is very important. I think one thing with the title, just as like a bonus tip, like it's very important that you keep it as short and sharp as possible. So just one rule as well, make sure never keep titles over 50 characters. Just never do it. And the reason being is that when a title is over 50 characters, on most mobile devices, it like goes onto a second line and the viewer can't see the whole title. So like that right there is extremely important. I mean, if a viewer can't see like most of the title, they don't even know what they're clicking on. So that's just something like that's just a golden rule right there that I never exceed. And if you have in any of your videos right now, literally pause right now, actionable step, go fix that right now. Make your titles under 50 characters and you'll probably see a spike in your views just from that, because, you know, whenever you test titles and test thumbnails, YouTube then gives it to a new audience. They give it to an audience that hasn't seen it before, and then they can test, you know, the click-through rate, how that affects the average view duration. You know, they test a whole bunch of stuff. So if you do that for every single video, you will see improvement. The packaging decision here was pretty simple because at the time when I made this video, I was doing this exact thumbnail formula for every single video, and it's this split screen panel where I have like this cause and effect thing going on. Now, what I mean by that is that I have on the left side of the thumbnail, I have something happening that's bad, and then on the right side, I have something that's happening after. So essentially, I'm telling a story through the thumbnail, but because these pictures are so bold and the expressions and poses are so bold, and by bold, I mean like big and simple, that means that the viewer, without even having to think, even though I'm literally telling a story through the thumbnail, which a lot of people would do with a lot of assets, they'd add a bunch of text and a bunch of different things in here. I've literally added 3 different things. I've added a picture on the left, a picture on the right, and text in the middle. It's telling a story. You instantly know what's going on. The kid-friendly works perfectly here. And that's what makes this thumbnail and title stand out so much. In conjunction with the fact that the hook of the video is in my opinion incredible, sorry. It just makes the video blow up extremely quickly. And that's what leads to results like this. Now here's the thing, if you want to apply this to your own channel, it's actually very simple. So the full breakdown is that, you know, obviously there's the 3 decisions that I make right there. Literally just copy the 3 decisions and make them right. And that comes over time, right? And, you know, I'd recommend this whole 2 videos a day system for everyone watching this video right now. And I know you might think it's impossible, but the thing with, you know, this new AI that's coming out and a bunch of different software that's coming out is that it is extremely possible to now make 4 videos a day, get out 2 topics every single day, and backlog videos like I have. It's not difficult. I have one editor that helps me with these videos, but that's because I'm now working on this Ricky channel, and I'm also working as well on the Monk channel, which I showed you guys before. I'm doing YouTube shorts on here, so it takes a little bit more of my time. The only reason I'm outsourcing the editing on these Glider Guy videos is because this isn't the only thing I'm doing now. Obviously, I'm recording this video, I'm now doing this Ricky channel as well, so I need to free up my time. But you guys don't need to do that. With this software and with this input that you guys can use on Claude Cowork, which I'll show you a bit more about how that works, you can literally do it with one prompt. You pick a topic that your audience on your channel already has sort of an interest in. You literally open with 5 to 10 seconds of your voice delivering on the promise of the subject clip. The title, thumbnail, and cold open literally just have to deliver the same promise. And if any of them are selling a different video, I mean, that's an easy fix. You literally just fix that right now. All 3 of these decisions, if you make them 2 times per day, making 2 videos every single day, there's absolutely no reason you cannot get like 2 to 3 million views every single month long form, which is literally like, you know, over $5,000 a month. Like that's literally as simple as it is. And again, the reason I can execute those 3 decisions consistently every single video is because of this system that I have. That's the honest answer. Like, I'm really not doing any of this manually, to be honest. You see the input here, right? And this thing is finished, and I'll show you guys in a second, but like, you see what's going on here. I'll show you exactly what it is. What this Claude thing does is it gives me my brief right here, which I can show you guys. It just has to load for a second. It gives me an entire video brief showing, you know, obviously my target runtime has to be 8 minutes because, you know, I need mid-rolls inside the videos. It literally shows a strike risk, you know, showing whether YouTube might strike this video if I react to it. Here it says medium, so it's like borderline. It literally shows you whether you should censor stuff in the video. It also shows retention learning, so every single video I put through an AI analysis. I'll actually show you the service that I use. I'm not sponsored by this, by the way. I use this service called Reti AI, which literally, I mean, I can show you what I do. So every single video that I have on my channel, I put through this video review analysis, and it gives me a score on every single video and gives me direct learnings that I can apply to my video. So for example, this video here, it scored a 56 out of 100, so it's a C+ and it needs work. Now, this video got 69,000 views. I don't know if you guys can see it. It literally got nearly 70,000 views. So you might think, you know, it's a good video, but literally right here, it's telling me it needs work. So even at my level, even when I'm making, you know, more than a full-time income, it's still giving you some incredibly useful things to, so, you know, it's literally showing critical feedback. You know, if I do this right here, it can easily improve my retention, and it shows you steps for everything. If you guys want to use this AI, because I've been using it, and I've been getting an immense amount of data, which I've been able to put into Claude, which has helped me make the prompts that I get for the script, as you can see here, and the packaging as well, for these videos, extremely dedicated to my channel. You know, click the link in the description, and, you know, it is an affiliate link. I do make money from it, but if you want to do it, it is extremely helpful, so I'd highly recommend it. I'm not even just saying that because I'm an affiliate. I genuinely use this myself, as you can see here. Like, I'm not one of those YouTubers that, like, sells you guys things that I don't use. Like, I literally use everything I talk about. But look, if you guys want me to build this exact same thing for you, because this doesn't just work with the Glider Guy channel, right? This also works with literally any channel, as long as you're in a similar niche to me, in the reaction commentary niche, which I know if you're watching this video, you're probably in that niche. If you want me to build this exact same thing for you, and literally, like, I will walk through step by step with you, like, one-on-one, exactly how to use it, click the link in the top of the description right now. It'll take you to a website where you can apply, like, just send an application, and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. The link will be there, so yeah, click it if you enjoy it, but if not, click the video on screen right now, because YouTube thinks it'll probably help you. It might be a problem that you're having, and yeah, I'll see you all over there. Subscribe. Last month, I generated 2.3 million long-form views and over $5,000 in revenue just from YouTube, and also $3,408 from Spotify. That's over $8,000, and if you look at my channel, I don't really have any viral videos at all. These videos average like 10 to 20k, sometimes even less, getting less than 10,000, some of them nearing 30,000. Now you might be thinking, how is that possible? How are you getting millions of views a month if some of your videos are barely hitting 10k? Well, the reason is pretty simple. I literally upload 60 videos every single month. But the thing is, these videos also only take me about an hour to an hour and a half, most of the times closer to an hour, to make every single time. My name's Ricky, I'm 21 years old, and I've been running faceless commentary channels just like this Glider Guy channel right here for over 7 years now. I also have another channel called Monk, which I got monetized in 23 days. Just by using this one system inside of Claude Cowork that I use every single time I want to make a video. So I literally just type in pipeline for Glider Guy. I paste a bunch of video data, which all you have to do is copy one video page and then of an inspiration video with their transcript and just paste it in there. Click send, and it gives you a full video idea analysis, ranking your videos based on your past videos that I've given Claude a bunch of its data. A full video brief showing you exactly what you should show inside of the commentary reaction video and a basic outline of what you should say. A full video script which takes all of the assets that you're going to look at in the video and takes all of your previous video transcripts and predicts exactly what you should say based on that and based on what it thinks is going to give you the best retention. And also, and this is probably the craziest part, a full packaging brief showing you exactly what title and thumbnail you should do, and then exactly how to make the thumbnail in genuinely 3 minutes. Every thumbnail and title here was created in actually 3 minutes. All of that just by using one single prompt. I'll show you guys a bit more about that later on because it's extremely advanced and you can also do it for your channel if you give it the right data. But my goal for this video today is more to just change and shift your perspective on what commentary YouTube actually is. Now, a while ago I was doing videos once every 2 to 3 days, and that's not terrible for a lot of YouTube channels, but in the brain rot commentary, Roblox, AI slop reaction niche that I'm in, which I'm assuming a lot of you guys are in as well if you're watching this video, that isn't exactly the best method to do that. The best method, in my opinion, especially in 2026, is to get out as many topics and as many ideas as you possibly can and make the videos good enough to where they're not terrible quality, like they are actually pretty decent quality, but they're still able to generate views as you go. Now, in my opinion, and this is backed up by a lot of data, the idea and topic of a commentary video is half the work. It is probably the most important part of the video, which is literally just what you're talking about. So the theory is that if you post 60 videos every single month instead of 10 to 15, you're getting out 4 to 6 times more topics and just throwing more darts at the board until eventually you're going to hit a bullseye. You're going to hit videos that get 50k, that get 78k, but even if they don't, right, let's say that you go a whole month and you don't have a single video get 100,000 views, which, I mean, if you look at the last 28 days on this channel, with this channel getting 2.3 million views, as you can see right here, only one video got 100,000 views, and it only just broke 100,000 views. Every other video has, 80,000, 70,000, and all these are under 50,000. A lot of these are getting 20, 10, whatever it is. My biggest video contributed to 4.7% of my total monthly views, so this is proof you don't need viral videos in order to make an income. In fact, I'd argue that posting more videos is a much more sustainable and much more predictable way of getting a high income. Like, as you can see here, every single day is getting a decently consistent amount of income. Sometimes it dips and goes to like 130, 200, like nearly 300, but it's very predictable and it's very easy to see that every single day you're going to get, a few $100s. And then couple that in with Spotify as well, which, I mean, if you work with me one-on-one, I can show you exactly how to set up your Spotify to also generate a few extra $1,000s a month just as a bonus. And on Spotify, I don't do any more extra work. I basically just re-upload every single video that's already on YouTube onto Spotify, and I get a higher RPM on here. But yeah, there's a lot more depth I could go into with Spotify, but I'll just keep it at YouTube for this video. But look, the mindset of not wanting to post every single day or at least twice a day is killing your channel, and it is killing your potential revenue. Everyone's gonna tell you, oh no, you shouldn't do that, it's just spam, like, you're just gonna put out low quality content and everyone's gonna hate on you for it. Look bro, people hate on me for posting 2 videos every single day, but the thing is, I'm winning. I'm getting exactly what I want. The thing you gotta understand with commentary is that, bro, like, the audience that watches this, the 10 to 13 year olds that watch it, don't actually care as much as they think they do about me posting 2 videos a day, about me putting 2 shorts out every single day. And even if they do care, it literally doesn't matter. They are continuing to watch your videos anyway. In the back of your mind, if you're making commentary videos right now and you're not doing exactly what I'm doing, you're not doing 2 videos a day, you're not putting out a ton of topics every single month, I can basically guarantee that the reason for that is that you think if you do that, people are going to look at you negatively. They're going to look at you as a spammer. They're going to look at you as someone that doesn't put effort into their videos. Trust me, bro, I put effort into my videos. Like, every single video is extremely high quality because of the system that I use. Every video takes about an hour and a half to make, but I'd argue that this is more valuable for my viewers than if I was posting 10 to 15 videos a month. Every single day, everyone's getting 2 videos. And with the system that I have, every video is still at a high quality. I don't want you guys to get this mistaken. I'm not saying post terrible content, but what I am saying is find a way to leverage your time to make your videos still insanely good, but that just takes less time to make. Who wouldn't want to make better videos with less time? Like, that is my entire business model here. My system here doesn't optimize for virality every single video. It optimizes for consistent floor views, which allow me to predict how much money I'm going to make with absolute certainty. If you're just starting out and you input an hour of your time into a video, you don't know if that video is going to get 20 views, if it's going to get 2,000 views, 20,000, 200k, 2 million. You've got no idea, right? But the thing is with Glider Guy, I can basically predict what my input is going to turn out to in terms of output. I know how much money I'm going to make because every video gets a similar amount of views and a similar RPM, as you can see, like $2.30. So that just shows that even if you go into a better of a niche, you could probably generate even more than this. You can do better than me. All you have to do once you've got these 4 pages right here is just open up your Audacity. You literally just go into your Premiere timeline, as you can see right here. I've already got one loaded up. You input a bunch of clips into your Premiere timeline, one by one, until you get to the end of the video, which I mean, if you want to know what clips to put in, the brief literally gives that for you. It gives you 10 exact clips right here, sometimes more, sometimes less, depending on what it thinks your video should be. The exact timestamp of the video that it should be, and it just chucks it into Premiere right here. Every single time you look at a clip in your Premiere timeline, you just go to Audacity, click record, talk about whatever it is that was just shown, react to the clip. That's basically the entire niche. Stop the recording, press Ctrl-Shift-E, import that to your computer, and then chuck it onto your Premiere timeline, cut it up, go to the exact next clip that is on your timeline, and repeat that until you get to the 8-minute mark. That's basically the entire thing for recording. Then once you've done recording, what I do is I import some Minecraft gameplay. You don't have to use Minecraft gameplay, but it's basically the most stimulating gameplay for YouTube videos is Minecraft parkour from what I've seen. And then the 2 variables for your visuals inside of the actual reaction to every single clip can either be Minecraft gameplay, or what I like to do as well on another line on top of this, so another layer, is I copy the visual of the clip that I've just looked at and then press Ctrl-C on that clip and Ctrl-V twice, making 2 of them. Click the second clip that you've just put onto the top, click Ctrl-R and press reverse speed, and what that does is it creates a loop of that B-roll. You then copy both of those clips together, Ctrl-C, Ctrl-V, until you get to the next reaction clip. Highlight everything, nest it, and then you have a second visual on the top. And then what you can do is every single line, you just variate exactly what's being shown on the screen. So you can either switch back and forth between the Minecraft gameplay and the B-roll of the clip you just looked at. Or what I like to do as well is you can keep having the same B-roll clip or Minecraft gameplay be shown, but you can alter the scale. So I can do scale from 100 to 150. So as you can see here, it cuts in a little bit. Also, you can add, just to add another variable to it, a no saturation effect. So it basically just desaturates the entire clip if you want to emphasize a point or something like that. Basically do that for the entire video and you have an entire video done right there. That is all you need to do, and for me personally, I have an editor that does this, so I mean, I outsource this for like $40, which, I mean, for the editor is a fair bit of money per hour. That's literally like 40 USD per hour, hour and a half. And it's also generating a ton of value. I mean, the editing, like I said, doesn't have to be crazy here. It just has to be enough to back up the commentary that you're doing. After that, I take my packaging document, which gives me an exact title and thumbnail combo. It gives you 10 titles that you can choose from in terms of verdict packaging combos, which state the conclusion, which is better for warm audiences. And it gives you a curiosity gap combo, which withholds the conclusion, and it's better for new traffic. So if you're a newer YouTuber, you can probably use more curiosity gap versions. Then it also gives you 2 thumbnail briefs, one if you picked a verdict title, and one if you picked a curiosity gap title. All you have to do is copy whatever it says copy down here, and go to ChatGPT, paste this in right here, and then also paste this little like repeatable script that I give to every single thumbnail brief into ChatGPT. Take your very best thumbnail that you have on your channel. For me, it's this one right here that you can use as a reference so you can make sure that the AI actually makes a thumbnail based on what you've already done. And then take the subject. So, I mean, this, for example, can be a subject that you can use, but just use whatever is being shown in your video. Once all that's been uploaded, all you have to do is just press send and it will give you a full thumbnail like that ready to go. For example, this is a thumbnail that it generated me, and as you can see, it's very close to the reference that I gave it. So what you can do with that is make repeatable thumbnails every single time. So whenever someone sees one of these thumbnails right here, they instantly know it's me. They instantly know that it's Glider Guy. So that right there literally takes 3 minutes to make. Like, it is that simple. Once you've done that, you upload that, and that for me takes an hour to an hour and a half, closer to an hour every single time. I do 4 of these videos every single day, so I then just backlog these videos back up. So, I mean, I can record videos and then have them go out in like 2 weeks. Like, it compounds very quickly. And that right there, like I said, allows you to get $5,000 a month on here, and then, like it said on Spotify, $3,000. Now, you might be thinking that because I'm using Claude and because I'm inputting my own data, and this is specifically tailored to Glider Guy, that this would only work for Glider Guy. But the thing is, I've also coded this thing on Claude Cowork. Sorry, my face cam went away for a while, but what I've done in Claude Cowork is I've coded something to where I don't just have to do it for Glider Guy. I can take any commentary channel I want, give it a bunch of data, take all of their transcripts, chuck it into here, and it will give you the exact same thing that it's given me, specifically tailored to your channel, so it doesn't just have to be for Glider Guy. If you want me to set that up for you and you want to work one-on-one with me, I actually have an offer in the description below. Click the link there, and you can apply to work with me one-on-one. I'll work with you for a few months, and I will set your channel up so then you can also be doing exactly what I'm doing right here. The thing is with this is that because no videos are viral, this is a repeatable system that anyone can use, and if you do it for long enough, you can set something like this up very easily. Again, the link in the description is there. I've literally used it for this channel right here. It is exactly what I do for every single video. If you're a commentary channel doing exactly what I do right here, or just in a similar niche anyway, apply and I'll see if you're a good fit, and I'll see you all over there. $5,534 in the last 28 days, and 2.3 million long-form views. But here's the thing, when you look at my last 28 days and the top videos on this channel, the biggest one barely has over 100k, and the rest of them all have under 100k. So you might be thinking, where are these 2.3 million views coming from, and how is this gaining $5,500? Well, here's the thing, right? There's no team with this. There's absolutely no studio on this channel. It's literally just me with this microphone right here, and a system that I've implemented that allows me to do this every single month, and sometimes even more. For example, one of my better months was April of last year, where I literally got $9,000, and it was basically from the same thing, but it was just a month where videos were doing a lot better. Either way, right, all I do is use Claude Cowork. I go onto my homepage, which is specifically curated to find me video ideas for this YouTube channel that I run. For example, this is an update on Roblox, which I'd say is pretty identical to the channel's content that I post right here. All I do is copy the transcript of this video by pressing Ctrl A, Ctrl C, and then going to my Claude dashboard and pasting it in here. Typing pipeline for Glider Guy, which is the channel that I'm talking about here. And then I just press enter, and it gives me an entire video, brief, script, and packaging all in one go, and I can literally lift my hand off the mouse right now, give it 3 or 4 minutes, and it will do all of that. I'll show you the result of this in a second while I explain exactly what's going on. Essentially, this is my channel Glider Guy right here, which I've been running since I was 13 years old. It's completely faceless. I do commentary reaction videos. I do 2 of these videos a day, which with this system that I'm about to show you, allows me to get these videos done in literally just over an hour every single time. So you guys can do the maths. I do 2 videos every single day, which takes me around 2 hours. But the thing is, because I do this full time, because I'm able to make a living off of this, I do 4 videos every single day and then just backlog the other 2 for the next day. And that compounds very quickly, so I can have videos ready weeks in advance and I don't even have to do anything for weeks. I can take some time off if I want to, I can literally go take a break, and I'm still earning the exact same amount of money and I'm still gaining views every single day. Now look, my name's Ricky, I'm 21 years old, and I've been running faceless commentary channels exactly like this one for literally over 7 years now. Glider Guy right here is my main channel, but I also have another channel called Monk, which using this exact system of commentary, I managed to get monetized in literally 23 days. Every single video right now, every Glider Guy video, every Monk video, I plan from this exact same Claude workspace, which again, once this gives me a result, I'll show you guys in a second. Literally, all I do is type pipeline for Glider Guy, and it gives me an exact video right here, which gives me thousands of views, which, I mean, if you're posting 60 videos a month like I am, that compounds in your monthly views and monthly revenue very quickly. This entire thing has so much of my data, and it literally matches my standard operating procedures on autopilot. Alright, but let's look at the actual numbers. So, in my content, I basically get around, 90,000 views on average every single day. And if we go to my real time, currently I'm sitting at, let's call it let's just see what it is right here, about 180,000. If your real time sits at around 180,000, that is very easy to get to, over $5,000 a month. Even with my RPM, which isn't very high at all, it's literally $2.30, which for a lot of YouTubers isn't really that much. Still, with this system, you can still make a lot of money. So, if you guys are in a niche which is, which has an audience that are maybe a little bit older and is a little bit more technical, you can easily turn this into $10,000, $15,000 a month, and it's basically the same stuff that I'm doing here. This is like the lowest leverage niche that you could probably do this in. I wish I started in a different niche, but you guys can if you want to. The main point I want to get across here is that none of these views come from a crazy viral view spike. They don't all come from one video. Sure, you've got this one video with 100,000 that performed better than most, but it literally says this one video is 4% of my monthly views, and it's the best performing. So it's just a ton of little videos that can easily be replicated that literally take an hour to make. But if you post them enough and you do enough volume, honestly, sometimes more is better than doing, better videos. A lot of people argue quality over quantity, and I completely understand that, but from a commentary perspective, especially with the content that I post, and you probably post if you're watching this video, quantity over quality is the way to go. And the reason for that is that, if you get 60 topics out every single month versus getting 15 topics out a month, you are testing 4 times the topics. And if you guys have seen any of my videos, what you'll know is that the right topic is literally half the work when it comes to commentary videos. Imagine you're spinning a gambling machine, right? And it's you spin it 3 times versus spinning it 300 times. I think there's more of a chance you're going to hit a jackpot if you spin it 300 times versus 3 times. Obviously, it's rigged in the casino's favor, but the idea is that with YouTube videos, the odds are in your favor if you post more content. I used to post 15 videos a month, and it's that was okay, but if a video flopped, it was a lot more significant than if a video flops right here. I could have videos flop on this channel right here. For example, this one got 7,500 views, which isn't great, but the fact that I had another video literally 2 days later get 72k, these videos getting 20k, this video 26k, it negates the fact that this video did terribly, and it just doesn't really matter in the long run. Because whether this video gets 7.5k or 20k doesn't really affect my overall monthly views that much at all. What I want to drill into your head right now is that it is okay to spam out videos a little bit. It's okay to just get a ton of ideas and test them out. YouTube is all about testing. I used to have this perfectionist idea where every single video had to be perfect, but the thing you guys gotta understand in commentary is that that isn't really the most efficient way to gain revenue and gain views. But I want to give you guys some actionable advice right here, because a lot of this is just upload more and get more ideas out there. But there are ways to maximize every single video that goes out, so I highly recommend you guys posting 2 videos a day if you're doing this niche that I'm in. But to really maximize each video is also extremely important as well. You have to make sure that everything is packaged correctly and hooked correctly. I'll give this latest video I did as an example right here. I posted 5 hours ago. This animator YouTuber is disgusting. Now, the most important thing I want you guys to know, you can clickbait as much as you want. You can say something crazy is happening in the video. If you're doing a news channel, for example, if you do a video like I show speed is dead, like that's just off the top of my head. Sure, you'll get a ton of views instantly because people are what do you mean I show speed died? But if in the video I show speed hasn't died, then, the video's clickbait and people will click off. And I think the number one thing YouTube care about is viewer satisfaction. It's not retention, it's not click-through rate, but it's did this high click-through rate that a video might have gotten, if you say I show speed is dead, did that video then keep viewers hooked all the way through, and did they get a good feeling out of that video? And the way they measure that is, did they then binge watch another video of yours, or did they just stay on the YouTube platform in general? YouTube is just a bunch of people in a black suit and black ties, literally just sitting around a table thinking about how can they maximize revenue. They don't really care, I'd argue, about you at all, or about your personality, about your channel, about your content at all. They literally care, did your video get people to click, watch all the way through, and then watch more YouTube videos? All they care about is session time, and if you can increase that by, matching your title and thumbnail to your hook, like the first 5 seconds of your video. That is the most important thing. So I'll show you guys an example. This animated YouTuber is disgusting. I'm showing this like, you know, little character on screen, like pointing towards the camera and screaming right here. And as you can see, when you click on the video, like I'll literally show you.
That was pathetic, mate. I'd just give it up at that point.
The first 4 seconds is exactly what I'm showing in the title and thumbnail. So it's a title and thumbnail that stands out, number 1, and then number 2, the proof, or like, you know, the proof of the promise, well, like the promise is the title and thumbnail, the proof of that promise is in the first 5 seconds of this video. That is a concept that I need to really drill into your guys' heads. You can have whatever title and thumbnail you want, but if it isn't backed up in the very first 4 seconds or 5 seconds of your video, people are going to click off because they think that they've been scammed. You have to prove the promise that you've given to your viewer instantly, and that's exactly what I do basically on every single video now, which allows some of these videos to sort of go past the 20k view mark and get even more views. I'll give a better example of a better performing video. This Minecraft YouTuber finally snapped. So there was like this drama that I had with a Minecraft YouTuber, and essentially like the title and thumbnail is saying, you know, this Minecraft YouTuber is saying kill glider guy. Let's have a look at the intro. Let's see if it supports that.
I have to choose who dies? Yeah, you know, I know who I'm gonna pick. Oh! I'm so glad I found them again.
So literally right there, it's showing, you know, this Minecraft YouTuber wants to make Glider Guy die, which is, you know, my channel name, obviously. So that right there, like, those are 2 examples, but I mean, bro, I literally have countless of these on this channel. I mean, every single video, I try to make sure that the title and thumbnail matches up perfectly with the hook. By that I mean almost everything, like the character that you use in the thumbnail should be whatever character shows up right at the start. Your thumbnail should look like the first few seconds of your video. That's basically the way I can put that. And if you compound that, and if you try to improve that every single video over a month, I mean, bro, like, I literally post 60 of these every single month. It turns into a system where you can literally get, you know, 2.5 million views every single month and generate very decent revenue for literally putting an hour into every single video. Now, here's the pipeline which has been totally completed inside of Claude Cowork right here. So, like I teased before, I'll show you guys exactly what it gave me. What it gave me was an idea analysis, so it analyzed the idea and basically gave it a score. It basically gave it an 8 out of 10. So this is like a really big video. You know, everyone is highly engaged in the video right here. Roblox lied about their secret dev rule, so, you know, it's a decent title idea right there. It's also given me a full brief, which I can show you guys. In this brief, it gives a bunch of retention learnings, which I have given to this Claude Cowork in terms of data. So what I do is I use this service, which I've talked about before, called Reti AI. If you guys want to use Reti AI, click the link in the description. It is an affiliate link and I do make money from it, but I actually do use this service. I'm not just saying this in order to like get, you know, referrals and affiliates. What I do is I literally use this to analyze every single video using their retention analysis. And what it does is every video, it gives you a ton of learnings you can apply to the exact video that you've given it, gives you a hook score, it gives you like explicit comment feedback, gives you comparisons to other videos if you want, and it gives you a full score. So it's given me a C+ for this video, which even though it's the video I showed you guys before with nearly 70,000 views, like it's I'd say a decent performing video, but it's only given me a C+ and tells me that it needs work. It gives you exact steps, so things that you should cut from the video using the YouTube editor and things that you should add in your next videos. Again, if you guys want to check that out, it is the link in the description. But basically, I copy everything and like basically give Claude all of the raw, rich data that is from the Glider Guy channel. And every single time I do that, you know, this thing gets smarter, so it gives me a brief that's more and more dedicated to the Glider Guy channel every single time I do it. So right here, it gives me a video overview, so it goes through every single part of the video. So it literally gives me like a basic script. So like it's not a script yet, but it gives me an outline of what I can talk about through the video. And then it gives me a clip list literally in chronological order. So if I just want to use this, I can get 6 clips lined up inside of Premiere Pro, or, you know, I can just line them up on my computer and just react to them one by one straight through here. And this has all been generated again through one prompt. Also with this one prompt, it's given me a full script. So yeah, it literally, it has analyzed every transcript on my Glider Guy channel for like the last year. And then it's given me a script based on things that it thinks that I would say based on, you know, whatever's being shown on screen. It shows you what to show on screen, shows you what voiceover I should be having. Like, it literally gives all of that. And then what I think is probably the most important part is the packaging. So it gives you a full packaging breakdown. It gives you literally 10 different titles that you can use with both verdict titles and curiosity gap titles. Now to explain that a little bit more, so verdict titles are basically like stating to the viewer exactly what's happening, so exactly what happens. Roblox lied to their own developers, like that is straight to the point, it's telling the viewer what's happening. A curiosity gap one is basically like sort of hinting to the viewer what's going on. So Roblox hid something from their developers. It's not explicitly telling you what's going on, but it's basically saying like, hey, you know, there's something interesting going on. You have to click to find out. And what I like to do is I like to test both of these on every single video because, you know, some videos prefer verdict combo, titles and thumbnails, and some videos work better with curiosity gap. You just have to test it for every single video using the A/B testing. Then what it does as well is it literally gives you a short script. So if you want to do a YouTube short alongside it, which I personally do for all of my glider guy videos, I do a short, which basically summarizes the long form video. These can tend to get, 100,000 views sometimes, not every single video, but sometimes it's just an easy way to get like, $100 or even just promote the long form video using the related video feature inside of YouTube. So, you can do that as well, and it really doesn't take that much time at all. But it literally gives you all of that right there with one prompt. And the thing is, a lot of you might be thinking, oh, you've given it all of this data, so this will only work for the Glider Guy channel. But the thing is, it doesn't just work with the Glider Guy channel, because I've also built a way where I can literally input any channel I want. I can give it all of the data I want, and then it will literally then tailor this specific system right here to your channel. So if you wanted to, theoretically, you could use this system, input all of your data, which really takes like half an hour. And then once you've set that up, it works for life. And then every single video that you do, every time you make a video, it gets smarter and smarter at adjusting specifically to your channel and your audience. Now, if you want me to build that specifically for your channel right now, click the link in the description right now. It should be the top link, where you can apply to see if your channel would be a good fit for me to work with you one-on-one. Link is in the description, and click the video on screen right now because YouTube thinks it might help you out, and I'll see you all over there. Subscribe. 5.3 million views and $5,700 just on YouTube, and also $3,408 in literally the last 28 days. And the thing is, I posted 4 videos every single day for the last month. Not over 6 months, not over a year, literally in 4 weeks. Now, the reason I'm able to do this is because I use a system in Claude Cowork, which I literally just type in pipeline for glider guy. I go onto my YouTube homepage and find a video idea that I think might be good for my channel, which is the Glider Guy channel. Show the transcript on YouTube, click Ctrl A, Ctrl C, chuck it into Claude Cowork, and then just press enter. What it does after that is it gives me a full idea analysis, a full video brief, a full video script, and also packaging, giving you a title and thumbnail ready to go in literally one prompt, within like 2 to 3 minutes. You can then use all that to record your video, edit it within like 45 minutes using my specific system, and you can get every single long form video that I have on this channel out in basically an hour. This is what I've been doing for the last few months, and it's allowed me to get these results, as you can see here, gaining over a full-time income with really only 2.5 hours of work every single day. Now, my name's Ricky, I'm 21 years old, and I've been running faceless commentary channels for over 7 years now. This channel right here is called Glider Guy, and it's my main channel, with over 560,000 subscribers and nearly 1,000 videos. I also have this other channel called Monk, which I managed to get monetized in 23 days. Essentially, I've been in this game for ages, and I know what I'm doing. Every single video you see on this Glider Guy channel, and also on this Monk channel from now and even back in the day, is made by this one prompt, this one single input into Claude, which is specifically tailored to my Glider Guy channel, but I can also tailor it to any channel that I ever want to. So if I wanted to only use data from the Monk channel, I'm able to do that, and if I wanted to use data from the Glider Guy channel, I can do that, or any single commentary video that I want to. Even your channel, if you're watching this video right now and you're a commentary channel, I could literally do this for your channel as well. I'll talk a little bit more about that later on, but firstly, here's what most people do when they start a commentary channel. Essentially, they'll try and find a topic, whatever way they do it, They maybe go on Twitter, they maybe go onto Instagram, or just find a topic somehow. They'll spend about 2 days writing a script, and then they'll spend another day editing, and then they'll upload it, and then they just wait to see what happens. That is exactly what I was doing a few years ago. I was posting probably 10 to 15 long-form YouTube videos every single month, which isn't bad by any means. And then maybe I'll make another one in 3 days, you know, it's the same thing. Maybe this one gets 5k, and then they think, oh, you know, I just need to make better videos, better thumbnails, better hooks with better editing. But the thing with commentary is that that is a trap. I'll be real with you, bro, in this niche, faceless commentary, or even normal commentary to be honest, the channels that are growing the fastest aren't the ones making the best videos, as crazy as that may seem. They're really the ones making the most videos. So look at my schedule right here, I'm uploading 2 videos every single day, and I know it says 4 here, and the reason for that is that on top of the 2 long-form videos a day, I also attach 2 shorts, as you can see here. I mean, these are literally like 15 to 20 seconds long. These are just like an extra thing that I like to do on top of my long-form videos. These genuinely take like 5 minutes to make, and sometimes they can make like, you know, $50 to like to $100 sometimes. It's just like a little extra thing on top that with the recent shorts revenue update, which, I mean, there's a whole thing to do with shorts as well. There's different systems that I use with my shorts in order to get the highest RPM possible. You can make an extra $100 a month literally just by doing that, and it's actually like 10 minutes extra a day that you put into it. But look, the whole idea is that most of your money is going to come from long form, and that's exactly what I do on this channel. And look, the reason I do this isn't because I don't care about quality, it's because I understand how this niche actually works. And the only reason that I can do this, the only reason that I can post 2 videos a day is because of my system. And that is exactly what this input looks like right here, and I'll show you guys, you know, the finished product of this system once it builds it. But I put in one line and it gives me an entire video ready to go. Here's the thing, I have videos in the last month that scored extremely low on retention, if I can show you guys here. I use this AI retention tool called Reti AI, which if you guys want to check this out, it'll be the link in the description. It is an affiliate link, but I do actually use this service every single day for every single video that I make. Essentially, it gives you a full analysis of your retention and gives you a score out of 100 and gives you actionable stuff that you can actually do inside of the YouTube editor and just for future videos as well if you want to improve your retention, which, I mean, if you improve your retention by like, you know, 20 seconds, 30 seconds every single video, that doesn't just mean that you'll get, you know, 10 to 20% more views. Sometimes that can be the difference between getting 2 times, 3 times, even 4 times the views. Which, if you're treating YouTube like a business, which I'm pretty sure you are if you're watching this video, then, I mean, you think about the leverage that is. If you improve your retention by 20 seconds, and you increase the views and revenue by 2 to 3 times, I'd say that that's a pretty high leverage task. Every single one of my videos gets a score, and it's decently accurate from what I've seen, and what I do is I input all of the data, like I literally Control A every single one of these tabs right here and chuck it into my Claude Cowork system. So every single day, my system's getting smarter and smarter, and it knows exactly what to put in my video briefs, my video scripts, and my packaging to make sure that every single time I make these videos, they're better and better every time. And what that does, as you can see here, is it compounds my monthly revenue to where, you know, every single day it's getting better and better. I'm getting more views every single day. It's getting better every single day. Now let me show you this in practice, because I've talked to you guys about how every video takes like an hour to make, but, you know, that's all fine to say, but I need to actually show you guys and prove that I can do it. Here is a video that I had planned out completely from my Claude system right here. It gave me an idea analysis score, so it gave me a 7.7 out of 10. And what this does is it takes all of my channel data that I've given it and, you know, bases the score of the idea off of how well my previous videos have done, how well Claude thinks that the video will do. It's extremely smart, and I mean, AI is getting extremely good at determining whether video ideas are going to be good, like how good creative ideas are. It then gives me a full video brief, which, I mean, it does what it says it does. It gives you an outline of what you can do in the video. So, for example, it gives you a clip list in chronological order. So, for commentary reaction channels specifically, this is perfect. it gives you exactly what you can react to. It even gives you a reaction angle, so how you can approach the clip, what you can say, you know, what to actually pull from the clip as well. And then if that wasn't enough, if you want it to be in even more depth, it gives you a full script based on exactly what Claude thinks you should say. It takes all of the scripts, you know, the transcripts from these glider guy videos, and basically just inputs it directly into this video right here. It tells you what you should show on screen, and then exactly what I should say, based on the best retention practices from all of my AI analysis right here. And it gives you all of that, as well as also a packaging brief, which tells you exactly what titles you should use, exactly what thumbnail you should use, shows you exactly how to make this thumbnail in 3 minutes using ChatGPT, based on a template that I use for this channel. So all of these thumbnails right here, completely made in literally 3 minutes, without any investment into it at all, and without having any prior knowledge on making thumbnails. It does all of that in one prompt. Like, it sounds insane, it sounds too good to be true, and I wish it was, honestly, because it's actually not fair how good this stuff is now. This system that I've used is so good. Again, I'm able to make a video in literally an hour and a half, and post it twice a day. And, you know, since this is my full-time job, obviously, because I make enough from it, I'm able to make 4 videos a day, and just backlog them every couple of days. So every day I make 2 videos, every day I make 2 days worth of videos, sorry, and just backlog them for weeks and weeks and weeks. Now, with this script and brief, all you have to do is go into Premiere Pro, lay out every single clip that you have onto the timeline. All of these blue clips are just clips that I'm reacting to in the video right here. Then you just play the clip on the timeline, go into Audacity after you've like finished watching it in your head, and basically you just record for a little bit, talk about whatever you need to talk about, do your reaction. I normally react for about like 40 seconds to a minute inside of Audacity. Press pause, whatever, Control-Shift-E, export it onto your computer, chuck it into Premiere Pro, and basically after that you just, you know, edit it into the timeline. Why does it keep, sorry, my face cam keeps disappearing. But then what this does is it gives me control over how long the video is, so I record directly after each clip, cut it up to where it finishes on the timeline, and then I go through the entire video until the 8-minute mark, and then my video is basically done. Now for the editing, I've talked about this a lot as well. What I do is I either use Minecraft gameplay, which, just a quick tip, it is the most stimulating visual that you can have on the screen, especially if your audience is like sort of 10 to 13. They eat it up. Like, it is so incredible for attention, it's not even funny. And then also you can have a variable, because if you just use Minecraft gameplay as the visual and that's it, not only are you at risk of getting clocked for spam on YouTube and, you know, low effort content, you could get demonetized. Also, it's just pretty boring after a while. So what I like to do as well, this is just a rule that I have. I use B-roll of the visual of the clip that I just played, so I copy it using Alt-click, Shift, and then hold your marker at the very start. Click Control-C and Control-V twice. Click Control-R and reverse the speed of the clip. So what you do here is you create a loop. So it loops the clip, so, you know, the B-roll is just showing that clip looped. Then Control-C again, holding both the clips. Control-V all the way until the very next clip. So for right here, it's given me that as another variable I can have in my footage that I show. What you can do is throughout this entire reaction, like this entire 40-second reaction, you basically just switch between either the B-roll footage or the Minecraft footage. And what you can do is also as well, if you want to just spice it up as well, you can also zoom in using scale. So if I can show it real quick, I use this scale thing right here. I can either go 150 scale or 100 scale. Just play around with the variables. You really don't have to think about it that much. What I do is I go through this entire thing in essentially about, you know, 15 minutes in total, and that's basically the raw cut right there. Now, the misconception about commentary videos is that a lot of you think that you need to edit the video a ton and spend days and days editing. The thing is with commentary is that your voice and the things that you say should carry the video. Like, you don't need that much in the edit. If you're doing documentary style commentary, okay, fine, I get it, it's different. If you're doing videos once every week or 2 weeks, then fine, you might need to put a little bit more effort into the editing. I understand that. But for the style of commentary that we do, which is predictable views, which gets us a predictable amount of estimated revenue, so you don't know when you're doing videos once every week. If the video is going to get 1 million views, if it's going to get 10,000 views, 100 views, you've got no idea. But if you want your income to be predictable and you want to actually know what input you're putting in is going to generate in terms of value to you, then the system that I use, where you just pump out as many topics as you possibly can, make the videos good enough to where they're not complete slop, but it's like, you're able to do a lot of them. That is exactly what I do here. Editing videos for about an hour and getting it down to a point where you can do it in about an hour isn't a bad way to go about it. In fact, I'd say that it's better for your audience because you're getting more content out to them. They actually enjoy that more than if you sit around for 3 days, you've got a trending topic that you need to get out and you can't get it out for 3 days. You're going to get more views, you're going to get more revenue, your audience is going to be happier because they're thinking, wow, how is Glider Guy, uploading 2 times a day? So that's the way you got to think about things. Also, just a quick one for the shorts as well. The way that I do the shorts is that if you go to the text part of the Premiere Pro, so if you guys use Premiere Pro or whatever editing software you use, find a way to get the whole transcript of the video and then just go to export it as a text file. Then what you can do is you can just go to Claude, like you can just do this right now. You literally just go to Claude and say, take this transcript and topic and turn it into a 15-second short script. You literally just paste that in right there and it gives you about a 15 to 20 second script. Also, actually so it says 15-second short script. So all my shorts on the Glider Guy channel are like 15 seconds. Some people think you need more, some people think you need less. If you want it to be a longer short, then that's fine. Go for 30 seconds. Go for 45 seconds if you want. Just don't go over a minute. I've seen that shorts that are over a minute, especially if there's not really that much that you're talking about, if it's just an 8-minute reaction video, don't tend to do as well. I like to keep it at 15 seconds because it takes the least amount of time and I can get the most amount out for it. Just experiment with it though. I mean, I get an extra 3 million views a month from shorts, which, I mean, in terms of revenue, isn't much, but for the amount of work that I'm putting in, like, it's a lot, like, really. I put probably 5 to 10 minutes of total effort into this a day, and that's really pushing it. If we're being honest, like, these don't require much editing at all. I'll show you an example of one of them, actually. This right here is a 15-second short, which netted me $250. This actually took 5 minutes to make. I'm not kidding.
A Roblox scam streamer posted an apology video with no apology in it. He also promised us to finally push the button, the thing that he's been faking for months. Didn't do that either. And said he was going to quit streaming forever. He went live literally 10 minutes later.
So yeah, it's so simple, it's so easy. I mean, like, you guys saw how much editing was in that. It's literally, I just have the Minecraft gameplay in the bottom, and I just show a couple of clips related to what I'm saying on screen. You don't need to overthink that at all. My 9-year-old cousin could do this. Seriously, it is not that difficult. So even if you're not that good at making long-form content, just the shorts on their own could really be a revenue generator for you. And especially if you're starting out as well, I'd highly recommend doing these short videos right here. And then with each short, you can also, what you can do here, I don't really do it anymore, but if you're starting out, you can add a related video, and then whatever long form video you're making the short about, you can basically just click here, wherever it is. So just click the long form video, save it, and then you can just have that. Naturally, people who are watching the short are going to click the related short, and that will give you views on your long form video. So that's if you're just starting out. But even if you're a little bit more established, it still gets you free views, so it's like, why not do it? Now, like I showed you guys before, I did use this system for a video that I was going to show you guys here, so it's actually completed the task, and it's given me a full video. So this video is talking about a Minecraft YouTuber, and what it's done is the following. It's analyzed the topic for me and given it an 8.7 out of 10, which I'd say is pretty good. It's also then given me a full video brief, which I can look at just down here. It's given me a bunch of retention learnings, which can be applied to my video. It's also given me a full video overview, cold open, setup, escalation. It's given me everything to the 8-minute mark. Given me a clip list that I can just use this and react to clips inside of the video, so I can put that into my Premiere timeline like I showed before, and then just record each clip as I go. It's also given me a full video script, so if I want to just really be like a Patrick Star whose like tongue is out and I'm drooling everywhere, I can just read exactly what's on the voiceover and just record that. Then for the packaging, I mean, it's given me 10 different titles for a combo where it states the conclusion in the title and thumbnail, and also one where it withholds the conclusion. So you can do whichever one of them you want to. I recommend testing them both. And if you look down here, it gives you a full method on how to do your thumbnails using ChatGPT in about 3 minutes. And it gives the thumbnails that you see on this guide channel right here, and it basically takes like 3 minutes of effort. Do that twice a day and you have a system which generates you thousands of dollars every single month. Now, like I said, if you want me to do this for your channel and work with me one-on-one, click the link in the description right now where you can apply to work with me directly. All I have to do is input your channel data and I can work with you directly to get this system that I use directly to start setting up your channel to actually get results like this. Again, click the link in the description right now if that sounds interesting and if you're in the comments reaction niche. Anyways, click the video on screen right now because YouTube thinks it might help you out, and I'll see you all over there. Subscribe. Last month, I made $8,651 from both YouTube here, as you can see, $5,243, as well as Spotify, as you can see here, $3,408. And those are rough estimates, but that's basically around what it was in March. Now, in the month of March here, as you can see, and for some reason it doesn't update for the start of the month, but I basically made 2 long-form YouTube videos every single day and 2 short-form videos every single day, and that's basically what contributed to this view count. Today I'm going to show you exactly how I did it and exactly how you can replicate it as well. Because all I do is literally use one prompt, as you can see here in Claude Cowork, using a bunch of skills that I've put together, specifically dedicated to the Glider Guide channel, but I've also made it to where it doesn't just work for my channel, but you can also curate it to your own commentary channel. It gives you an idea analysis, it gives you a full video brief, as you can see here going through the entire structure of every single video. It also gives you a complete video script, which is entirely based on any transcript that you've got on any of your videos. So it tailors every single word to exactly what I would say in my videos. And it also gives you a complete packaging doc as well, so you can literally just copy the exact titles and thumbnails that are from this doc. It literally gives you 2 different ideas that you can do for your thumbnails, and you can literally just put these into ChatGPT and make them in 5 minutes. Basically, this one prompt, it literally takes you like 2 minutes to input the data, literally just say pipeline for Glider Guy, and then it gives you all of that, all in one go. I'll talk a little bit more about that later on and how you can actually do that, but what it does is it allows me on this Glider Guide channel to make literally 60 videos every single month. Every single video, I've got it down to literally like an hour and a half as an absolute maximum for how long the video takes me. So, I mean, what I do, considering I do this full time and I make a full-time income off of it, is I make 4 videos a day and then just backlog them for days and days on end. Until eventually I can just take some time off, start a new business like I'm doing right here, or just do whatever else I need to do. Now, I do this 60 times a month, but I'm going to show you the process of specifically how I make every single one of these videos, so you guys don't have to do any guesswork, and you can literally just do this all for yourself. So essentially what I do is I go to my homepage with a YouTube account, which is completely, like, the only reason I have this account is to watch videos that are in my niche. So my niche in the Glider Guide channel is reacting, I mean, it literally says it right here, reacting to Roblox, you know, brain rot and AI slop videos. So, I mean, you can literally just look through my channel and see this Sprunky animator is genuinely sad. This Poppy Playtime content farm is disturbing. So, I mean, you can sort of just scroll through and get an idea of who this audience is. It's kind of like, you know, 10 to 13-year-olds who are interested in Roblox and I guess Minecraft as well. This Minecraft YouTuber finally snapped. And, you know, if you don't know who your audience is, I mean, probably the easiest way to do it is just to go into your audience tab and just sort of see what they like. I mean, you can literally sort by channels that your audience watch in the last 28 days, or you can look at specific videos that your audience watches. So, I mean, a lot of the times, you know, to get 60 videos out a month, you obviously need 60 video ideas. Getting 60 video ideas isn't that difficult if you literally just look at what your audience watches in the videos tab, just go through a bunch of these and see if you can get a video that specifically you can make for your channel. You don't have to copy the exact videos that are in here, but if you put your own twist on it and, you have your own branding and like the style, like the way that you make your videos, you can easily turn it into a video idea. So basically, if I look on my homepage right now, instantly I see a video right here, Roblox just lost more than $30 million. Now this is something that I'd probably consider to be a decent glider guy video. Maybe not entirely, but for demonstration purposes, I'll show you exactly what I do. Basically, you literally just click the video right here. You go down to show the transcript on your web browser. Literally press Control A, Control C, go back to Claude, go to new task, paste it in, type in pipeline for glider guy. And again, this only works because I've set this up to where when I literally type in pipeline for glider guy, it does everything for me. If you want it done for your channel, you have to set it up. And if you click the link in the description, I can actually work with you one-on-one to set this up for yourself. But before doing that, you obviously need to know how it works. So I'll paste that. And then as I explain a little bit more what happens after this, later on I'll show you exactly what it gives me. But basically, long story short, I showed you guys before what it gives me, but I'll use this Benji X Scarlet video right here as an example of exactly what I do. So basically, Benji X Scarlet, and I'll literally get it up for you, is this brain rot music YouTuber I talk about a fair bit. He tends to get a lot of views on the Glider Guide channel, so I just keep reacting to his content. Essentially, he's just like a brain rot music song person. Literally, all you have to do is just download a few videos. So like I literally have a 4K video downloader right here, which downloads it directly to a folder. And what I do is I chuck each of these videos into my editing software. So let's just say I get 4 of these videos here. I chuck them in, and basically I just play whatever I'm reacting to in the Premiere timeline real time while listening to what I'm doing. Get out Audacity. I use my microphone, literally record for like whatever it is, like, a minute, like just a reaction to a certain clip. Press pause, add a few effects onto this, Control Shift E, export to computer, and then I just get it onto my computer, and then literally drag it in here, and then just sort of edit it on the fly whilst I'm like recording the video. Once I've recorded the video, you get something like this, and then I personally send this off to an editor. But the editing for me literally takes like 45 minutes if I were to do it myself. So it's like 45 minutes. I mean, the recording takes probably 15 to 20 minutes. And then, yeah, you literally just upload it from there. And as for the packaging, I mean, like I said before, guys, like it's literally a thing where you just go to your packaging doc that you should have been given by Claude Cowork. You scroll down and you find a ton of titles. So what I like to do for every video using YouTube's A/B testing is I like to use a verdict combo and a curiosity gap combo, sorry. So basically, a verdict combo for titles and thumbnails is basically telling the audience exactly what's going on. So it's like, Roblox lied to their own developers, right? And then the thumbnail should support that, and we'll get onto the thumbnail in a second. But the curiosity gap ones are basically sort of like, they're more teasing, right? That they're more like, this might have been what happened right here. Roblox hid something from their developers. So it's saying they're hiding something. It's not telling you outright what, Roblox is hiding. If you were to say like, Roblox is hiding money from their developers, like that would be an example of a verdict title, because it's telling you exactly what's going on. The curiosity gap one is saying, they hid something. So, the whole game of YouTube is, building curiosity and intrigue in the viewers' minds and then giving them a reason to click. So a lot of the times, curiosity gap titles and thumbnails tend to do a lot better, but also sometimes, in commentary, viewers just want to be told what's going on. It's like, if you have a title of like Mr. Beast died or something like that, that's an example of a verdict combo. But if that actually happened, I mean, obviously you probably shouldn't make a video about that. Morally, that's probably not great. Like, probably not a great example, but you get what I mean. Sometimes a verdict combo does better. Sometimes a curiosity gap one does better. You just gotta test it every single video and just sort of see what your audience responds to every single video. And if you see that one is doing better than the other, that doesn't mean, if the verdict titles only do well. That doesn't mean that you should stop testing the curiosity gap ones. That just means that, okay, the verdict ones are working well. Like, you know, that's really how you should look at it. Now, for the thumbnails down here, what it does is it gives you a verdict, a thumbnail brief, and also a curiosity gap thumbnail brief. And basically how this works, I can literally show you guys this in action right here. Literally go to ChatGPT, and what it does is it gives you a little thing that you can copy. It literally says copy on here for both thumbnail A, which is the verdict one, and thumbnail B, which is the curiosity gap one. So, you know, obviously pair them up, and literally all you do, copy this right here. You can chuck it into ChatGPT, add a couple lines at the top because you're going to add something very specific in. Now, what I like to do is I like to find, now this right here is probably my best example of like the best thumbnail that's ever been on the channel. What I do is I copy this into ChatGPT, and I have this exact prompt that I use for every single thumbnail that I make, and I copy it right into the top. Basically, I mean, I can, you know, if you guys want to stop and copy this one as well, you can absolutely do it. Take the thumbnail in photo 1 as the reference. So make sure that this reference thumbnail right here goes in slot number 1. And then for slot number 2, it also literally gives you exactly what the subject should be in the video. So what I like to do in commentary is I keep it extremely simple, as you can see for the most part. I normally just like to have one subject in the thumbnail with one facial expression and one pose. That's literally all it is. And then obviously, most of the time I just have them looking directly into the camera. Those are the only 3 variables that if you're posting twice a day, you really need. Because I've talked about this before, the idea does half the work. And because we're able to spam out a lot of these thumbnails, a lot of these video scripts and briefs, and the editing is very, very easy, when you get 60 videos out a month and the idea is doing half the work, that is so much better than what I was doing personally before, which was 15 videos a month, where I'm getting out 1 video every 2 days. I'm literally getting now 4 times the videos out, but when I was doing 15 videos a month, I was spending 4 or 5 hours on every single video, so I'm basically doing the same, if not less work, getting 4 times the output, and almost getting the same results, pretty much better, to be honest. And obviously I'm getting a lot more monthly views now, because I'm getting so much more content out. Now, our packaging brief has told us that we should have the subject just be a classic Roblox default avatar. So that's pretty easy. Roblox default avatar. So let's take this guy, for example. This is probably the most like default sort of skin we've got right here. So literally just copy that in, press paste whenever it's ready, send the prompt, and then literally within like a minute, you should have a thumbnail almost ready to go. Okay, as you can see here, it's now generated a thumbnail, and I think it's just got to finalize it. But yeah, here we go. That's the thumbnail right there. I mean, this right here is so clean. This is the thing that a lot of people are really sleeping on, which is how advanced AI is getting now. I mean, look, there's debates around whether it's good for thumbnail artists, whether it's good for like the creator economy, like is this AI slop? To be fair, this is extremely good, and if you're a smaller YouTuber who is thinking, you know, I want to make good thumbnails, I want to compete with huge YouTubers, but like, I can't because, you know, I can't afford, you know, thumbnail artists like Mr. Beast can. Well, you don't need to. And the thing is that, you know, if you want to treat YouTube like a business and you want to make money from it, which if you want this to be a job, that's what you have to do. The thing that I don't understand about a lot of people who talk about, you know, YouTube being too corporate and, you know, people aren't doing it for the love of the game. The thing you gotta understand is that YouTube is just a bunch of people in black suits and black ties sitting around a table thinking about how can we make more money from this platform? That is literally all they care about. It's all they ever have cared about, and it's all they will ever continue to care about. So for you to sit there and think, oh, I just want to make, you know, I don't want to make 60 videos a month. I don't want to spam out videos like this. I just want to make, you know, 1 video every few days and, you know, I want to do this as a passion. Sure, if you want to do YouTube as a passion and you love making the videos you do, that's absolutely fine. But don't complain if your videos don't do well. But if you're treating YouTube like a business and you want to make money, this is what you have to do. This is the stuff that just needs to be done. Now, I can literally just chuck this ChatGPT image in right here, just sort of upscale it a little bit. One thing I like to do is make sure you add rulers onto your Photoshop right here and set them directly in the middle of the Y and X axis. And make sure that, you know, if you've got eyes in your thumbnail, which you should if you're doing like one subject, just make sure that the eyes are like right in the dead center. So like, you know, just find where the eye level is, make sure that it's in the middle of the Y axis and also the X axis. But that's pretty simple right there. Control, Shift, Alt, W, export, fucking title it whatever you want, and there you go. There's your thumbnail done. That literally took 3 minutes. Like, it is that simple. Then you can literally just upload that right there, and that's one video for the day, and then I literally do 4 of those. Like, that's literally as simple as it gets. That's what allows me to literally make what I said in the title, 8,000, like, over 8.5 grand last month. Literally just from that. And like, you know, if you guys think that I'm lying, by the way, like if you still, even after all this, think that I'm lying, I can switch it to a random currency. Let's just go to revenue. As you can see here, 36,000 BS, whatever that is. And then I can switch it back to USD. And there we go, over 5 grand. So that's literally just how it is, like point blank right there. Again, if you want to work with me one-on-one, I've got some spots open where I will literally work with you one-on-one for, you know, a few months to really scale your channel. So if you're doing like, you know, around a couple of $1,000s a month doing faceless commentary right now, or even a little bit less really, and you want to scale up to a point like I've gotten right here, using my repeatable system that I use for every single video on this channel, click the link in the description right now where you can apply, and I'll see if your channel's a good fit. If it is, I'll work with you. So yeah, click the video on screen right now because YouTube thinks it might help you out, and I'll see you all over there. Subscribe. In 1 month, I made $5,880 from YouTube and $3,112 from Spotify, totaling just under $9,000 from one content system in 1 month. This is my channel right here. It's called Glider Guy. A lot of YouTube people, for some reason, hide their channels whenever they talk about them. I don't. I show you exactly what's going on. Every single video that I made in this month that earned this amount of money was planned from one single prompt inside of Claude Cowork, and I'll show you the exact system that I use at the end of this video. So lock in, and I'm going to show you exactly how I did this. So this Glider Guide channel right here, which is my main channel, is a reaction commentary channel. I also have another channel called Monk, which I monetized in 23 days using long form and short form content. That also generated me a few $1,000s a month at its peak. Now, just to prove to you guys as well that it wasn't just January, I also make the same amount basically now, as you can see. Like, this is the last 28 days of my channel. As you can see, $5,784. Also, on Spotify, an extra few $1,000s as well. All I do on here is just repurpose my content on YouTube and just chuck it on Spotify. But let me show you guys the videos I was posting back in January. So, as you guys know, this Glider Guide channel is a reaction channel to Roblox, brain rot, and AI slop videos. There was this one topic that was doing extremely well at the time where people were talking about Roblox live streamers. So, they were talking about these scam live streamers that were scamming kids, pulling tens of thousands of viewers on their streams, getting them to donate YouTube gifts to them in exchange to like add them on Roblox or play games with them when they never actually did that. Now, the reason I actually found this topic is because what I do every single day to find ideas is I go onto my YouTube homepage, and this account that I'm on, the only reason it exists is to find ideas that could be for a Glider Guy video. So I only watch videos on here and curate the feed to be Glider Guy video ideas. And on this page, I found a video from someone talking about Roblox live streamers, so I decided, okay, let's do it. What I do is I click on the video, so for example, I'll use my video, but let's just say this is an inspiration video that I can use to make a video about Roblox live streams. I go to my transcript right here, click Control A, Control C, go into Claude, click Control V, type in at the bottom pipeline for Glider Guy, click enter, and what it does is it gives me an exact script, brief, packaging, and idea analysis, all in one script, and it allows you to record as soon as this is done. So it probably takes 2 to 3 minutes, and that is the only input you have to do. You don't have to think about what to title the video, you don't have to think about what to thumbnail it, you don't even have to think about the script, it does it all for you. So this Claude Cowork skill that I've made has all of the data from my Glider Guy channel. It has a ton of retention analysis from this retention AI app, which if you want to use this, it's called Reti AI. The link in the description will take you right there, and you guys can use this. It has a bunch of analysis that it uses and bases its scripts and briefs off of this. So it knows exactly what's going to do well on the channel. And I'll show you at the end of the video what it actually gives me, because it's actually insane. And if you want to do it for your own channel as well, I also have in the description, you can apply to work with me one-on-one. I can specifically curate this to whatever commentary channel I choose, so I can give it as much data as I need to, and it will do this specifically for whatever commentary channel I want to. But now, going back to January, I think the craziest part about January was the fact that the RPM in January is terrible. So as you can see here, it was 1.64. Now that is not good at all. The reason for that is that in January, it's quarter 1 of the year. So quarter 1 out of 4. So obviously there's 4 quarters in a year. Quarter 1 is the worst quarter for RPM on YouTube. So, I mean, I kind of wish that this whole like Roblox live streamer trend happened maybe later in the year, maybe in quarter 4, because quarter 4 is the highest paying quarter. So this RPM could have been like $2.50, $3. I could have generated double the revenue that I did here, but you know, it's whatever. I'm not complaining about extra views, right? So I mean, I can't really complain. But at the time, every single day, there was more coming out about these Roblox live streamers. Once I saw that this first video right here got nearly 500,000 views, and I think in the first day, it got, let's call it, like 147,000 in the first day, which generated, I don't know why that's coming up, but it said $90, right? This video right here probably took me about an hour to make because of this system that I have, and it's still running through it. What I'm able to do once I get the video brief, script, and everything like that, I can just record directly into Audacity, put everything in my Premiere timeline, and do the most basic editing that I can. Because as you guys should know by now, if you've watched this Ricky channel, you know that, you don't need to have any crazy flashy edits in order to make commentary videos. The reason people watch commentary videos is because they want to hear you and your voice. They want to hear what you have to say and how you say it. For a lot of other niches on YouTube, it's a lot more important to have crazy high quality editing, high quality vocals and visuals and everything like that. But for commentary, the main part of the work is the topic. So the fact that I had a winning topic right here meant that I could just keep spamming these topics out right here, which is doing half of the work of the video most of the time, and just do a follow-up every single day. So I mean, I rinsed this until, I couldn't rinse it anymore. And once you finish editing your video, all you have to think about now is the packaging. But like I said, I mean, this thing gives you an exact packaging thing every single time. So it gives you a document. You can pick from any of these 10 titles that it's given you, shows you how many characters they are, and then also below it shows you thumbnail briefs that you can use, and tells you exactly how to do it inside of ChatGPT. ChatGPT Images 2 right now, so I mean with the release of the new ChatGPT 5.5, you are able to make thumbnails now that are so good, they're basically, it's hard to tell whether these are AI now. Obviously you can still tell to like some extent, but it's not as easy as it was. All you have to do is paste this up here, which is just a string of text which tells the thumbnail generator what to do. Paste a reference photo of the best thumbnail that you've ever had on your channel. So for me, it's this one right here. And what this does is it uses it as a reference as to how the thumbnail should look. You then paste the subject of the video. So let's say, for example, it's this guy for a video that I'm doing. At the bottom, you do a pose, expression, and looking, instructions. They don't have to be very long. You can just do it in basic words. And it basically spits out exactly what you've just put into here. And it does it almost flawlessly. All you then have to do is copy this, chuck it into either Canva, Photoshop, like any sort of resizing thumbnail thing. Just, crop it so it's like, let's call it like this long right here, like something like this. I don't know if you could show it like that. I don't know if that actually showed you guys, but size it to where it's only the face showing in the thumbnail. You can cut sort of this extra bit at the bottom out. Pair it with a title that it's already given you up here, and there's your video right there. That from start to finish takes an hour every single video. So, I mean, I've told you guys this before. I do 4 videos every single day and then just backlog the rest. So the 2 videos that don't get uploaded that day just get uploaded the next day. Then the next day I make 4 videos, and the next day and the next day. Eventually I've just got so many videos that, I can just take a break or do whatever I need to do, work on something else, think about the future of the channel, like strategize different things. That's how you really build up leverage. You build up leverage by not being on this hamster wheel every single day, doing videos once every few days, and, just going video by video. You're basically spinning on a hamster wheel. This is the way to actually get ahead and still make videos that generate an insane amount of monthly revenue for the amount of work that you're actually putting into it. And because this AI is so good at showing exactly what you should say in your videos, the videos are still good. It's not like they're terrible quality and I'm just spamming them out. They're still really good videos every single time. Best part is, you don't have to have any employees for this. You can do this all on your own. And to make this even better right here, what you can do on Spotify, which I've teased before, is just repurpose these videos, put them onto Spotify, and without any extra work, you can generate even more money. Spotify is an untapped market, which if you apply to work with me one-on-one, I can show you exactly how to do this as well. But this is an easy way to add on another 66% of monthly revenue with literally no work. Now, there's no infinite money glitch on Earth that I know of, like just in terms of making money online at all. But this is probably the closest thing to it. This is no extra work and easily thousands of dollars every single month. I even had a month right here, which, I mean, I can't believe I'm showing this, but literally this month in May, this is all from repurposed content. I made $15,000. That is a month where I was in like sort of drama with another YouTuber. I created a bit of controversy on this channel and I managed to get so many views on Spotify that it just, you know, just gave me an insane amount of money. Now the reason this works on Spotify is because the RPM is like $14 right here compared to YouTube where, I mean, sometimes right here it goes down to $1. So, I mean, this is nearly like 10 times the amount of RPM that is on Spotify compared to YouTube. So yeah, that's just another thing to think about as well. I mean, a lot of people I've seen in the comments of these videos have been saying like, guys, you know, YouTube is demonetizing everyone. This sort of stuff doesn't work anymore. I mean, sure, some people are getting demonetized, but if you're on Spotify, it really doesn't matter. I could get demonetized tomorrow on this channel. I could get a community guideline strike tomorrow. And it just doesn't matter because I've still got Spotify backing me up. It's a second income stream that doesn't take any work at all. Commentary YouTube is not dead by any means. There's no way it can be dead if you've got multiple different streams giving you income. Again, if you want to apply to work with me one-on-one, because what I can do is I can tailor this prompt that I use to make these videos specific to your commentary channel if you have one. Click the link in the description to apply and I'll judge if you're a good fit and I'll reach out to you if you are. But anyways, click the video on screen right now because YouTube thinks it might help you out and I'll see you all over there. Subscribe. $454.63 from one video with about an hour of work, if even that. 96,000 views and nearly 1,000 new subscribers. Take your hands off the mouse, bro. I'm gonna break down exactly what made this video right here make this amount of money for not much work at all. And I'm gonna show you the exact prompt breakdown which allowed me to make this video right here, and how I'm able to do that 60 times every single month with, like I mentioned before, about an hour of work every single video. And I'm going to show you how you can apply this exact same thing to your own channel. Now, my name's Ricky, I'm 21 years old, and I've been running faceless commentary channels just like this one for over 7 years now. This is my main channel here, Glider Guy, with over 500,000 subscribers, and I also have this Monk channel here with over 70,000, which I monetized from 0 to monetized in 23 days. Every single video on both of these channels right here, I plan from this exact same workspace. I have one input, I type in at the top right here, pipeline for Glider Guy. I then input data from one single inspiration video, including its transcript, which all you have to do is just find the inspiration video, paste that in, and then what it does is it gives me the following. It gives me a full video brief, a full video script, and a full packaging document, all with one prompt, and it's fully detailed, so you basically don't even have to think anymore. It runs your business at this point on autopilot. If you want me to run this system specifically for your YouTube channel to get results like this Monk channel and this Glider Guy channel, getting videos to make nearly $1,000 with 1 hour of work, in the description down below, I have an application where you can work with me one-on-one, and we can see if you fit the application. If so, I can apply this system directly to your channel and get the same results that I do. Since it's a repeatable system, it doesn't matter who you are, it can work for anyone. Now, let's go to this video right here as a specific case study for this video. The video is called, I Found Everything Paley is Hiding. Now, on this Glider Guy channel, I talk about the following stuff. I talk about Roblox, I talk about brain rot, and AI slop. Those are the 3 buckets. Those have always been the 3 buckets, and it will continue to be the 3 buckets. Now, how I found this video idea is I was scrolling through my YouTube homepage, and now this YouTube account that I'm logged into right now, the only reason that it exists is to watch videos that could be potential Glider Guy video ideas. Every single day, I go through here and I try to find a few ideas on my homepage. I scroll all the way to the bottom, and actually I'll show you this live in action. I scroll all the way to the bottom, and normally it loads up about, let's say, 100 to 200 videos. Once it goes all the way down to the bottom, which, I mean, it hasn't yet, but let's just call it down to the bottom. I go all the way back up to the top, I zoom in, I click on this Next Lev filter button right here, and if you don't have this, what you can do is download Next Lev, which is made by this guy called Noah Morris, and it's just a YouTube filter thing where you can sort by subscribers versus view count using the homepage filter. Go to video views and let's just set the minimum to like, let's call it 46K. Go to upload date, and if you want more recent videos, if you're a more news orientated channel, I'd like to sort it by like the last week. Click go. And then just scroll through and try find video ideas this way. What this does is it gives you videos that are outliers on small channels, which is the easiest way to tell if you're going to get a bunch of new viewers from a video. So right here, this is a great example. Roblox's biggest evade cornballs. This could be something that I could do on Glider Guy. This is from a 1K subscriber channel with 138,000 views right here. And what I can do if I want to use this is I go show transcript. I click Control A, Control C. Go to my Claude dashboard, click on new task, delete everything. This is where you paste in your inspiration video. At the bottom, you type in pipeline for Glider Guy. I click enter, and then right there in about 5 minutes, I will have a full video brief, full script, full packaging structure, specifically tailored for my Glider Guy channel. It is that simple. You can literally just do that. Then all I have to do is get a bunch of clips, which it already gives me in the video brief, record for about 20 minutes, and then edit for, let's call it half an hour. There, I've got a full video ready to go. Oh yeah, and then the packaging, which takes about 7 minutes, genuinely. Like, it's so simple. I've got these titles and thumbnails down to 7 minutes each, and then that's about an hour right there. I do that 4 times a day, and I backlog 2 videos every single day. So I make 2 videos a day, I upload 2 videos a day, and then I backlog 4. So, you know, it's really as simple as that. But how I found this specific topic is that this is a YouTuber right here. This is a Roblox rant YouTuber, or just like a Roblox rage bait YouTuber called Paylee. I found this person, and this is identical to what most good performing videos on the Glider Guy channel are. It's just rage baiting YouTubers or rage baiting influencers that are problematic and people want me to roast. That's what it is. This channel is huge, it gets a lot of views, and this person is a very good rage baiter. So what I do is I take the rage bait and I just react to it on my channel. This person was perfect. This person got me a video right here. Roblox out of control. Let me just find it real quick. This YouTuber Paylee got me a video that got 700,000 views the first time that I talked about it. Again, this video took me like an hour to make. It's like actually insane how much this made. I don't even really want to show you because it's that much. But what I ended up doing is I ended up making about 4 more videos about this YouTuber Paylee right here. Then what I did, quite simply for this video, as you can see, it's 59 minutes long, about an hour, is I took those 5 videos and chucked it into a compilation. And then at the very start, what I did is I can show you right here. I don't know if you guys can hear this, but I'll show you.
Make this.
Yes, bestie, let's make this. But first,
Like and subscribe if you love Jesus.
Using Jesus for engagement bait. My god, what have we come to as a society? This Roblox YouTuber Paylee genuinely must be stopped. Now, I have made so many videos on this Glider Guy channel about Paylee and her sister Basie Lee.
Okay, so basically, like, that's sort of 25 seconds in, but I just do a little intro for about 25 seconds, and then after that I sort of say, you know, I'm gonna talk about everything that's ever happened with Paylee. This is gonna be a marathon, so let's jump in. And then I just play all of my videos that I've already made back to back to back. And, you know, that right there, all I did was record a 40-second segment and turn that into $500 right there. So, I mean, the title of this video says, you know, $450 from 1 hour of work. It was really like 10 minutes, to be honest, if even that. So, sorry, the title's clickbait. It's probably a little bit less than that. But that's the general gist of that right there. And whenever, and this is, by the way, this is a huge underutilized thing that really I don't see enough people doing on your commentary channel. If you're already monetized right now and you're making, let's call it $1,000 to $2,000 a month from commentary, and you talk about the same topic over and over again, please, 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 for the love of God, do compilations. I do not see it enough. You guys are missing out on so much money. And the thing about it is, you get more money from each view from doing compilations than you do if you just make regular content all the time. These compilations right here pull a $5 RPM, which my regular RPM on this channel is 3. That's $2 extra per 1,000 views, and to even make it better than that, these compilation videos normally outperform my regular videos. This right here is doing 5 times better than most of my Glider Guy videos, and the reason for that is because it's got a higher watch time. YouTube pushes it further. It is performing better. It's getting more money per 1,000 views. Like, there's actually no reason not to do it. I do not understand why people don't do it. Now, like I said, each and every video that has been put through this system allows me to end up making compilation videos like this. So this whole Payless series made me thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. And it's basically just from 5 videos, which, if you put them all together, is about 5 to 6 hours of work. It's pretty insane when you think about it. And in terms of YouTube commentary, if you want to treat this like a business, which if you're watching this video, I'm assuming you want to, the main thing that you need to focus on is getting the most amount of output for your time and for your effort. This system that I use is almost the perfect example of that. I post 2 videos every single day using this exact same system, putting in 1 inspiration video, getting pipeline for Glider Guy out of it, and that's my entire job, essentially. That's how I make a full-time income. I make about 8 grand a month from this channel, and I work about 4 hours a day. And if I work for a month straight, doing 4 hours a day, I can then take a month off, because I've got 2 videos backed up every day and 2 videos that I'm uploading, so I can just keep doing this as much as I want, and then just take time off. Trust me, I'm telling you right now, this is the way to do YouTube in 2026. And again, if you want me to apply this directly for your channel, because I've made it in a way where I can do it for any commentary channel I want, click the link again in the description right now, and I can do this directly one-on-one for your channel, and I can coach you through the entire thing, so it's basically foolproof. If you click the link in the description and you work with me, it's foolproof. There's almost no way it won't work. Anyways, click the video on screen right now because YouTube thinks it might be something that can help you out, and I'll see you all over there. Subscribe. In the last 2 months, I've made $10,712 from YouTube, $3,408 and $2,127 in the last 2 months, totaling $16,247 in the last 2 months just on YouTube. I've posted about 120 videos in total, meaning 2 videos every single day. Each video takes me about an hour to an hour and a half to make, so you guys can do the maths on how much time it actually takes to make these videos. Essentially, it's not a lot for the amount that I get out of it. The way that I do this is using 1 input into my Claude Cowork system, typing in pipeline for Glider Guy, inputting a bunch of data which literally takes like 2 seconds to actually find, and then just letting Claude do all of the rest for the next 5 minutes, recording the video, editing, and then literally just chucking it on YouTube. I'm going to break down today exactly how this money is made, and I'm going to show you the full system like I just showed you of exactly how I can do it. Take your hands off the mouse because this might be the most important video you've watched. Now, my name's Ricky, I'm 21 years old, and I've been running faceless commentary channels just like this one here for over 7 years now. This guy channel is my main channel, but I also have another channel called Monk, which I actually monetized in 23 days with long form content, which at its peak was generating thousands of dollars every single month. Now, like I said, every single video that is on this channel, every Glider Guy video, every Monk video, I plan all from the exact same workspace with 1 input. Again, I type pipeline for Glider Guy, I input all of my data, and it gives me a full video idea analysis. It gives me a full video brief, as you can see here, and it's writing a full script at the moment. And also gives me a complete packaging guide, which the thumbnails and titles of these videos genuinely take about 30 seconds of input to do, and I'm not joking. Every single thumbnail you see here and every title you see took basically no thinking power and literally takes like 30 seconds to do, allowing me to literally put out 60 videos every single month. And in the niche that I'm in, which is reaction commentary videos, the thing you guys need to understand, a misconception I see a lot, is that, you know, everyone doesn't like putting out 60 videos a month. They don't like putting out a ton of volume. But the problem is that in commentary, that is literally what wins. You have to put out a ton of volume if you want this sort of stuff to work. These videos are so easy to make and they're so easy to produce. But a lot of people have this mindset that it's like spammy if you do that. It's spammy if you put out 60 videos a month. but it's only spammy if the videos just aren't good quality at all. These videos are still a very decent quality. I mean, I record every single video. There's still direct input editing that goes into it, so it's like, for this stuff to work right here, I have to put out a ton of volume. And again, it doesn't take that much time to do this. Now, the whole idea about commentary is that the topic and idea that you talk about, the actual content that is in your video, is literally half the work. It provides half the value to whether the video will blow up or not. So you should be spending a disproportionate amount of time gathering a ton of ideas together. So for me, it's 60 every single month, and just testing them out because, you know, not every video gets to like 50k or 100k, but when they do, I mean, that covers for about 4 different videos. Some videos literally get under 10,000 views, but it doesn't matter because I literally have another one coming out in 3 hours, which could get 20k, which could get 50k, which could get nearly 100k, 80k. The system that I use means that even if a video flops, even if it goes like 10 out of 10, it literally doesn't matter because I've got another one coming out, and then another one, and then another one, and then another one, and it just keeps repeating. Not a single day is skipped. Every single day there are 2 videos coming out. That is when you stop just being a creator that's just guessing if videos that you put out are going to do well, putting out a video every couple of days, getting 15 videos out a month, 10 videos out a month, whatever it is, because that's what I was doing a year ago. I was putting out 10 to 15 videos a month. Now that I'm putting out 4, 5, even 6 times the topics out, what do you think that means? I get basically 4 times the revenue. Right, so it's been a few minutes and it's given me basically the entire pipeline, literally again, just with one prompt. So the first thing here is the idea analysis. It literally scores every single video that I have against previous Gladigo videos that I have. I basically give this thing a ton of my data and it scored it based on all of that. Also, it's given me a video brief, which, I mean, literally does what it says it does. Gives you a full outline for every single video, so it gives you the overview, talking about the subject, what angle I can literally take. So if I just need something simple, I can just look at the angle, look at the audience framing, so who I'm making the video for, and I can literally just do the video off of that. If I want something in a bit more depth, it also gives me a full like sheet showing exactly what I do. And then also a bit more of a simplified one, a clip list, literally in chronological order. It just goes through showing exactly what I can show in the video, the exact reaction angle that I can literally show in the video, and also the timestamp that I can show in the video as well. Also, it gives me a full script, so it takes every single Gladigo video that I've made, I've given it all this data, I've given it everything that I say in my videos, and based on what I'm showing at every specific point, it knows exactly what I will probably say. So it goes, he picks Ruby up by the car, he threatens her, he drops her to the ground, whatever, from the clip that I'm looking at. And then also my voiceover. Mate, that's Max and Ruby. Like, it literally talks like I talk. It's wild what this thing can do. And then just to make it even more crazy, it gives a full packaging breakdown. So you don't even have to think about what to title the video, what to thumbnail the video. It gives it all for you based on, you probably guessed it, all of the data that I give it on this guide channel. It knows exactly what will do well. It knows exactly what thumbnails to pair that with. And then it also knows, considering it also gave you a script, what to title the videos based on what's being shown in the intro. So if we go here, it's given us 2 different combos. So it's given us a verdict combo, which states the conclusion, and a curiosity gap combo, which withholds the conclusion. I think I've talked about this plenty of times on the channel, but it does exactly what it says it does. Literally just pick one of these 10 titles from both of these, and then just do 2 of these thumbnail briefs right here. All you have to do is copy this right here, and chuck it into ChatGPT. I can literally show you the process of it. All you have to do is copy this brief. All you have to do is copy this into a new ChatGPT chat. Take this repeatable like string of text that I put on the top of the chat. I take this exact reference photo right here, which is a thumbnail that I did literally like a year ago. I take this as a reference as to what the thumbnail should look like. So if you're wondering like how I get every single thumbnail to look the same, it's because I have the same reference photo on every single thumbnail. It basically says take the thumbnail in photo 1 and then use it as reference, and then, you know, replace the first photo with the second photo that I'll paste in a second. And what the second photo can be is literally what it tells you to do. So it says, you know, subject Ruby, Max and Ruby, which is a subject from the video that I'm talking about. But let's just say, for example, I'll take this asset, right? Let's just say that this is Max right here. I paste this into here. I then wait for it to upload, and I just literally press file up, whatever it is. I send it to do the thumbnail. And then within about 30 seconds to a minute, you should basically have a full thumbnail ready to go. And then since we already know what the title's gonna be, I mean, you can literally just see it here. YouTube just made Max and Ruby horror canon. I probably wouldn't use that exact title, but I mean, you guys can use your own intuition for this. Let's just say I will use that title. I can pair it with this exact thumbnail right here, which it's given to me, which, my god, I mean, look, AI is getting crazy, bro. Like, this is ChatGPT images too. This stuff is nuts. Like, it's actually insane. That is a full thumbnail for me, almost ready to go right here. The final step is to open up Photoshop and just kind of resize it to make it fit because, you know, obviously the aspect ratio isn't going to be perfect on here. But you don't have to use Photoshop. I mean, I know Photoshop's pretty expensive. You guys can literally just use Canva or even just like, even if you literally just upload this to your camera roll, you can literally you can just go to the Photos app and just do it yourself. But what I do is I have these rulers on my on my Photoshop, which are directly centered in the middle. So this middle point right here is exactly the middle of the thumbnail. And what you should do is make sure that the eyes of the subject basically line up directly in the middle. So it should be in the middle of the y-axis and also in the middle of the x-axis. So just make sure that you do that. Control Shift Alt W and just upload that as a thumbnail. Like, that is perfect right there. It's instantly readable. It's one subject. It's got one expression. It's got one pose. Literally this right here is a perfect thumbnail. Like that's perfect. Now with the actual video as well, all you have to do is just take this script or literally just take the brief, find every single clip that you need and chuck it onto like, just chuck it into your browser as you're reacting to it. Download every single clip and then chuck them onto the timeline. And after you've done recording, this is what the final product should be, but let me take a step back. Place every single clip that you're going to look at or going to watch inside of the Premiere timeline. And at the end of every clip, all you have to do is just open up Audacity or just whatever software you use to record. Click record. Talk about whatever topic it is, you know, just do the reaction basically. Talk about whatever's in the clip for about a minute straight. I cut it up, Control Shift E, export it into Premiere. And then what I do is I have like a long clip that I just cut up. And then, you know, at the very end, I'll just add the next clip. And, you know, everyone has their own style of recording, but I found this style of recording gives me a lot more control over how long the video is. So every single clip right here, like every single voiceover that I do, is recorded after this bit is edited right here. So I'm basically adding to the timeline constantly as I'm recording. So you can control, you know, if you just want the video to be 8 minutes and you don't want to have to spend ages editing if you accidentally do a 10-minute video with one recording, you can basically control how long the video is every single time. So that's just another tip as well that I've learned recently. It also makes the videos a lot better because you can control what you're saying every single time. You know, with YouTube, you only have two things that you can control in commentary. It's what you say and how you say it. Especially if you're faceless, you don't have, you don't have a face cam. So right now I can look at the camera, I can look away, I can use my hands to talk to you guys to accentuate what I'm saying. You can't do that in faceless commentary. You only have what you say and how you say it. So you need to have as much control over that as you possibly can. Once you've got this timeline right here, it's basically really simple how I edit, but I take some Minecraft gameplay, so I'll show you guys the Minecraft gameplay that I use. I don't record any of my Minecraft gameplay, I just use some non-copyright stuff. You guys don't have to record your Minecraft gameplay. You can literally, and you don't even have to use Minecraft gameplay. You can use Roblox gameplay, you can use a PNG if you want to, but I don't record any of this. I just think it's a bit of a waste of time when I can literally just get someone else to do it anyway. I chuck it over the top and yeah, I'll just extend it over here as well. And then yeah, I chuck that over the top. All I do as well is I have two variables with my visuals. So I have either the Minecraft gameplay over the background, which is stimulating enough to keep the viewers entertained, or I just have B-roll of the clip I just watched. So I hold Alt and then drag that over the top. I go to the very start of the clip using Shift click. Click Control C, Control V twice on this clip. Control R, and then click reverse speed. And what that does is it creates a loop of this B-roll. So what you can do then is click Control C, go to the very start of the clips again. Control V, all the way to the next clip. And then obviously you can change the B-roll to be the next clip that you've just watched. And what I do is using F on my keyboard, I don't know, maybe it might be the same for you guys, is I literally just like alternate every single line that I say to be either the B-roll clip or just Minecraft gameplay. And that should be visually stimulating enough to keep the viewers entertained, because the thing you guys got to understand about commentary is that the viewers are there for your commentary. They're not there for this crazy editing. They're not there for crazy visual effects. They're there to hear you yap about whatever it is you're yapping about for 10 to 15 minutes or 8 minutes, whatever it is. That's the only reason the viewer is there. They don't care about crazy effects. They don't care about any of that. They care about you and your commentary. Another variable you can have to switch things up as well is just go to Effect Controls, click Scale, and turn it into 150. So if you want to just have like, if you want to spice things up a bit, which you definitely should, don't just do the exact same thing every video where you just switch between B-roll and Minecraft footage every time. Like, spice it up a little bit, make it a little bit interesting. Sometimes you can have 2 lines where it's just the B-roll footage, and then the second line, you can have it be 150,
Literally,
where it just zooms in a little bit. And you can also do another variable where you add no saturation to one of your clips. So
to everything. Now, I went back and checked on his
where it does that as well. So it's just, you know, stimulate the viewers a little bit, but really the main bulk of the work should be in your actual voice and commentary, which is very promising for you guys considering it doesn't take that long to record. Like, the recording is probably the quickest process. After you've done all that, I mean, you guys have the thumbnail now, you've got the title, you've got a full video. That, to me, literally takes an hour to an hour and a half, closer to the hour mark most of the time. And then that, right there, can generate you videos, which, like I said, you do that 2 times a day. It basically generates you videos that can get, like, you know, $125 in revenue for basically an hour of work. That is what I do. That is my full-time job. And then that doesn't even include Spotify as well. That's just an extra few thousand a month. If you guys want me to implement this exact system that I use, that I've just broke down there for you, using Claude Cowork, using ChatGPT, using everything that I've just showed you, click the link in the description right now to apply to work one-on-one. If you're also a commentary channel who makes, like, you know, $1,000, $2,000 a month, something like that. It is expensive, and the reason for that is that I don't want to work with people that aren't actually serious about this. I want to work with people that want to do this full time, that actually want to scale their channel. So again, link in the description, and I'll see you guys all over there. I make 2 long-form commentary reaction YouTube videos a day, aka 60 videos a month, that generate me $5,000 on YouTube and also $3,408 on Spotify every single month. And I don't burn out at all. And by the way, I was doing this with no employees. And none of these are mass-produced garbage either. All I have to do is put one input into my Claude Cowork system and I get a full video brief, a full script, a full packaging review of what I should title and thumbnail the video and exactly how to do that in less than 5 minutes. And every single video that you see here takes an hour to an hour and a half, most of the time more towards the 1 hour mark, to make. I make 4 of these videos every single day and I backlog them. So I post 2 videos a day. I can work for 1 week and then take a week off and still generate the exact amount of money every single day on YouTube and also on Spotify. And I'm going to show you the exact system that plans this whole thing from one single prompt. Now, my name's Ricky, I'm 21 years old, and I've been running faceless commentary channels for over 7 years now. This channel right here, called Glider Guy, is my main channel with over 500,000 subscribers. I also have this other channel called Monk with nearly 70,000 subscribers, which I monetized from 0 to getting monetized in literally 23 days. I've got over 1,000 videos combined on these channels, most of them being long form, so safe to say, I know what I'm doing. Every video that you see on this guy channel and on this Monk channel are all made from the same system using one single prompt. All I have to do is type in pipeline for Glider Guy, go to my YouTube homepage, which I've curated to only give me videos that could be potential Glider Guy video ideas. I go onto the video, pause the video right here, go to the transcript of the video, click Control C, Control V, into my Claude Cowork after typing in pipeline for Glider Guy. I click send, and what that does is it gives me a full video brief, a full video script, full video packaging, and also an idea analysis to show you how good the idea actually is. It does all of that for basically no cost in about 2 to 3 minutes, so we'll check back with that later. Now, here's the thing. Most people hear 2 videos a day and think that I'm sitting at my desk for like 14 hours. They think I'm writing all of these scripts from scratch. They think I'm brainstorming titles for hours, you know, making thumbnails from scratch, and then recording them at midnight because I ran out of time. Now look, if you're doing it the normal way, which is topic research, writing a script from scratch, brainstorming, everything like that, you're probably looking at about 7 to 9 hours a day. If you're doing the output that I'm doing here, that's basically a full-time job right here, and most of the time, you don't even know if you're going to generate a decent amount of income. A lot of people do YouTube because they want to escape the 9 to 5. They want to do something that is, you know, out of the norm. They want to do something that gives them freedom. That right there is not giving you freedom. That is taking a risk and then doing the same amount of work that you were doing at a 9 to 5 job. No one at all can sustain that. Now, the thing that I need you guys to know is that before I implemented this system using Claude and using a bunch of tools, I was basically having the exact same thing. I wasn't able to get more than like 10 videos out every single month. If I was lucky, I would get 10 to 15, but now using my system, I'm able to get 60 and I barely break a sweat. Every video takes an hour to make. Now, step 1 in this process is finding a topic, and there's a few ways that I do this. Like I teased earlier, I have this YouTube account, which the only reason I have this account is to look at videos that could be topics for the Glider Guide channel. So my entire feed is curated to just be video ideas. I have a separate account which I watch normal YouTube on, which I have premium on, whatever, like I watch sports and whatever, but I don't do that on this channel. This channel is only meant for looking at ideas that could be for the Glider Guide channel. Sometimes it messes up, sometimes it gives me random stuff that doesn't make sense, but for the most part, I can just scroll through right here and find an idea that way. If I can't find ideas on my homepage, what I can do as well, and this is more for people that have a bit of an audience already, which if you're watching this video, I'd assume you already have a bit of an audience. What I do is I go to my community, I can type in expose into my tab. Since I'm a commentary channel that literally just looks at channels all day and looks at brain rot, Roblox, AI slop content, I can just go to expose, sort by newest, and I will find ideas in my comments section. There's a sus Minecraft YouTuber named Silentia, you should expose her, so let's see right now. I haven't seen this one yet. This could be a video idea right here. I could literally catch it on recording. So yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna show the thumbnails of this channel because they might get this video taken down, but yeah, this channel right here is definitely a video idea. It's some like sus Minecraft channel, which, looking at my channel, fits perfectly into my niche. So that right there, that's a video idea right there, which, I mean, most of my videos get around, let's call it like 10,000, 20,000, sometimes 30,000 views. Let's say this video gets 20,000 views with an RPM of 3, that's like $60, $70 right there, just from an hour of work. And, you know, if you stack that up 4 times a day, backlogging 2 videos every single day, you can generate a whole lot of revenue for not that much work. That's already far more of an hourly rate than most 9 to 5 jobs right there. Now, step 2, once you've found your video idea, so going back to the one we found on my homepage before, is copying the script of the video and all of the comments as well, going into Claude and pasting it in, typing in pipeline for Glider Guide. Now, I've set up a system that specifically I've built to give me 4 different things. So it gives me an idea analysis, it gives me a brief, which it's writing right now, a full video script, and a packaging document. So it shows me exactly what to title and thumbnail my video, so there's no guesswork. It's all based on a ton of rich data that I've given it from this channel over months and months and months, so it's specifically curated to my Glider Guide channel. But also as a side note, I've also built a system where I can input any commentary channel I want, and I can give it topics to make briefs, scripts, and packaging documents specifically for other commentary channels. So if you're a commentary channel watching this right now, I can set this up for you as well. And if you want me to do that for you, click the top link in the description right now where you can apply to work with me one-on-one, and I can do that exact thing for you and consult you for literally months, so you can actually set your channel up to do exactly what I'm doing right here. But after it's given you a full thing, and I'll just go back to another one that I've done before. Once it gives you that, it gives you everything laid out into 4 separate documents. The idea analysis, so it's given this video a 7.7 out of 10 based on its huge database of all my videos, and it determines how good the video, you know, the potential of the idea. It then gives me a full brief showing every clip that I can look at in the video, and even gives a reaction angle showing what I can say after the clip, inside the clip, whatever it is. So basically, this is an idiot-proof thing. It also gives me a full video script, so it shows me exactly what I can do from, you know, 0 seconds into the video to 8 minutes into the video. And I've also catered this thing to where it will give me 8-minute videos every time, because that's normally how long my videos are. It shows you exactly what to show on screen, and then exactly what I can say inside of the video as well, based on a bunch of transcripts that I've given it. So again, there's so much rich data that I've given Claude. Every single day, I give it more and more data, based on the 2 videos that I've uploaded that day, to make this thing even smarter. So as you can see, my views continue to go up and up every single day ever since I've started using this system, because I've given it more and more data. Every single day, it gets better and better at knowing exactly what clicks with my audience on this channel. And again, if you give this thing enough data, it can do the exact same thing for you. This is what a finished recording looks like inside of my Premiere. So by this point, I've probably spent 25 minutes to half an hour, and this is what I've got so far. I lay out every single clip in my Premiere timeline and then just record each segment into Audacity very easily, very simply, and then just chuck it in, cut it up, and that generally takes 25 minutes to half an hour. It doesn't take that long. Then what I do is chuck in Minecraft gameplay over the top, and also on a separate layer, B-roll footage of whatever clip I've just looked at is. I loop it then to the very next clip, and then I just alternate between the Minecraft gameplay and B-roll footage of what I've just looked at throughout the entire 8-minute video. Then once the editing's done, what you can do is go to this packaging document, you just pick one of these 10 titles right here, go to the thumbnail brief section. What you can do is just give it exactly what it's told you to do, which is go to ChatGPT, use a thumbnail reference photo. So just pick your best thumbnail that you've ever had on your channel, and I can show you an example. This is the best thumbnail that I have on my channel. So every thumbnail that you see now is based on this thumbnail right here. So this prompt that I give it makes it so that the second image, which is the subject of the video, which it normally is, it just replaces this subject right here with the second subject, so the subject of the actual video. This prompt right here, which, I mean, I can teach you all about this if you click the link in the description and apply to work with me one-on-one, it just gives me thumbnails like that every single time, just with one prompt. It takes 2 minutes, and everything here is repeatable. It shows you exactly how to do it inside of the thumbnail brief section. Once you've done that, all you have to do is upload the video, do that twice a day, and that's about an hour every single video. So I do this full time. I work for about 4 to 5 hours a day on this channel, and that's exactly what it does there. Then once you're making enough, if you want to make this even more efficient, you can then like outsource this to an editor who I pay about 40 USD every single video. And yeah, and then I save even more time, and it allows me to do even more stuff with my time. Again, if you guys want me to set this up specifically for your channel, click the link in the description right now to apply. If you're a commentary reaction channel already, you know, doing maybe a few 100,000 views a month, maybe getting $1,000 to $2,000 a month, something like that, and you want to scale up to the point where I'm at, click the link in the description and I'll see if you're a good fit. In 23 days with 0 subscribers, I managed to get this channel right here completely monetized. This right here is the very start of the channel on the 26th of October, and by the 23rd of November, I was already making money from this. This channel right here is called Monk. I'm going to show you guys exactly what's going on. I'm showing the exact channel that I did this on. I literally started this from nothing. There were no shoutouts on this channel. I didn't get any outside promotion. It was all organic YouTube growth. And the whole thing, every single video that you're seeing here, every single brief, every video script came out of one input into my system, and I'm going to show you all of that towards the end here. Take your hands off the mouse right now, because I'm going to walk through the exact 5 steps that it took and the system I used to plan this entire channel from one prompt. Lock in, I'm showing you everything today. Now, my name's Ricky, I'm 21 years old, and I've been running faceless commentary channels for over 7 years now. This channel, Monk, like I said, I monetized in 23 days from 0 subscribers and 0 views. But this right here is my main channel called Glider Guy with over 500,000 subscribers, which is the main one that I've been running since I was 13 years old. This channel generates me multiple millions of views every single month and about $8,000 every single month just in USD revenue. And like I said, every single video on this Glider Guy channel and on this Monk channel, I plan from one single workspace. I basically go to Claude Cowork, I input a bunch of data, which basically takes about 3 minutes to find. I then type in pipeline for Glider Guy, as you can see here, into my input thing. Press OK, and then eventually I get the following things. I get an entire idea analysis. It analyzed this video right here, for example, as an 8.7 out of 10. I get an entire video brief, as you can see if it wants to load, showing everything I will ever need for the video in terms of how the structure is going to be, even giving me a clip list which I can just react to if I want to. Also, an entire video script. As you can see, it knows exactly what I say in every single one of my videos. I've had it analyze every single transcript on this channel, so it talks exactly like me, and so I don't even have to think about what to say. I can just look at this and then just say what I need to. Then also, and this is the craziest part, it gives me an entire packaging brief. So, as you guys should know, packaging is the most important part when it comes to a YouTube video. If you can't get people to click, obviously you're not going to get views. It does that all for you. You don't even have to think about what titles to use. You don't have to think about any of the thumbnails, anything like that. It does it all for you. And shows you how to make these thumbnails in about 5 minutes. All up to get those 3 things right there, it takes zero thinking power at all. And it takes about 5 minutes, and that's just the amount of time it takes for it to generate all this. AI is getting absolutely crazy, and if you aren't using it for your YouTube videos, I'm going to show you today how I do it and why you should be doing it, because you're missing out and you are leaving so much money on the table. Now, step 1 to making this channel work is picking the niche, and I'll be totally honest with you, most beginners get this wrong from day one. They try to chase the RPM. They go, oh, you know, finance does the most. I'll pick finance, right? Like, realistically, if you're watching this video right now, you're probably like 16 years old. I'd assume you're a late teenager or maybe a young adult, or maybe you're even younger, which if you are and you already own a commentary channel, you're already far more ahead than a lot of other people. But the thing is, right, to put it plainly, you don't know anything about finance. If you do know stuff about finance, then fair enough, talk about it. But if you don't, then really it isn't for you. Monk worked because I already knew the content. So as a kid, I would watch, and I mean, I can scroll through. These are the oldest videos on this channel. So this is basically just the general commentary niche, where I talk about huge influencers that make cringe content. So that's the general gist of it. Now, the Glider Guy channel is a little bit different, and that's why they're both separate. So Glider Guy is a bit more, and I can show it to you right here, funny Roblox, brain rot, and AI slop videos on the internet. Those are the 3 main buckets on this guy channel. So the Monk channel, it's a bit more broad, but it's a similar idea to where I look at channels, I look at cringe content, and I basically not necessarily roast it, but just sort of commentate over it. The idea, if you're starting out and you haven't turned this into a full-time income right now, or, you know, you're making a few $1,000s a month, and you're thinking about how do I really get to an income that's like able to sustain me full-time, pick something that you'd watch. Pick something that you'd watch to start. Obviously, once you get to a certain level, you can pick whatever the hell you want. I mean, for the Glider Guy channel, bro, if you think about this stuff right here, I don't watch, like, Momo the Cat. I don't watch Minecraft YouTubers. I don't watch really any Roblox stuff, to be honest. But I've made so many videos at this point, I mean, over 1,000 combined right here, that I can kind of just talk about what I want. The overarching idea for the niche, pick something that, you know, the overarching idea for the niche, don't worry so much about the RPM, because if you're getting enough views, the RPM won't matter anyway. Once you start expanding onto different channels and you've turned one channel into like a main source of income, so, you know, you already have an income coming in and you're starting to branch out into newer channels, then you can talk about, you know, different niches like Roblox gaming or finance, stuff that you know is going to do well and generate a lot of money. But for the start of it, bro, I mean, just sort of pick whatever you think you'll actually kind of enjoy talking about, because if you haven't done this before, you're gonna need something to actually stick to. You're gonna need some variable that allows you to stick to it on those days where you don't want to do it, because as much as I can sit here and say that, by the way, every single video here takes like an hour from start to finish to make, and the videos are still good, but the reason that I can do that is because of this AI workspace that I've created. Even though that's the case, if you're still starting out, you're going to mess up. There's going to be days where you don't want to do it. And the main thing with YouTube that you need to realize is that you have to post every single day. I mean, right here I'm posting twice a day, which is, I wouldn't even say overkill, I'd just say it's kind of what you have to do now. But if you've got an upload schedule and you don't stick to it, not only are you showing that you as a worker or creator can't stick to a schedule, but YouTube just doesn't trust you. In this day and age in commentary, it's quantity over quality every single day of the week. But the thing with AI and these systems that I'm able to do, where I've trained Claude to make videos which are identical to the Glider Guy channel, so it knows exactly what to do. I've done that so well to the point where, you know, I can do quantity and quality at the exact same time. I don't have to sacrifice either of them. I can continue making quality videos and just up the production. So I'm making 60 videos a month right now. But anyways, rant aside, once you've got your niche, step 2 is obviously the research. So the main thing that I do if I'm starting a new channel is, and this is where most people skip, by the way, and then wonder why their channel dies, so make sure you pay attention to this, is that you need 60 different channels. Now, here's what you do. Let's say I wanted to start another monk channel. What I would do is I'd go to the biggest channel in the niche. So if you want to talk about, and for example, it's changed as of recently. I don't really post on this channel anymore, but when I did, I switched it over to gym commentary, so fitness commentary, and so clavicular was a big one. So just sort of fitness and health commentary. That's what you can boil it down to. What I'd do if I was to start a new channel in that niche today, I would go to the biggest channel in the niche. It's not me, but let's say it was Monk, right? I'd go to similar channels using the Next Lev extension. So just download it. It's very simple. It's very easy. Go to in-depth search, click search on the similar channels. And what it will do is it will find a bunch of similar channels basically identical to Monk. And once it finishes this, I'll show you what it does, but it'll probably go through, maybe find about 100 channels. Right, as you can see, it's now given me 89 different channels. So basically 89 different channels that are the exact same as Monk. Now, this feature isn't perfect. Some of the channels just aren't going to be exactly good. So, I mean, I say 60 channels because some of them aren't just going to be good. Now, you go through, you middle click every single one of them, open all of them up in a new tab. And what you're going to do is go through every single one of these channels right here and sort them into 2 categories. So if they qualify, like if you look at it and it's clearly a channel that, you know, just use your own intuition for this. If it's a channel that is basically the same as the big channel that you've gotten the similar ideas, the similar channels from, then chuck it in the list. If it's not, then just don't add it. But this is a great example right here. This is a channel that is in the same niche, John Bravo Films. What I would do, I'd go to a notepad and I'd type in over 100k and under 100k. And these are going to be the subscribers. So make a list for both channels that are over 100k and under 100k. Doesn't matter, just make sure you do it. Go through every single one of them, test out whether they are actually in the same niche, and then sort them into those categories. And this is an actionable step. If you haven't done this for your channel right now, I want you to pause the video and do this right now. It literally does not take any time at all. Download the Next Lev extension, go to the biggest channel in your niche, click similar channels, get a list of 60 channels right now. If you haven't done it, it will change your life, so just do it. Now, the reason that we have a list for channels that are over 100k and under 100k is because outliers on smaller channels, so channels that are under 100k, is a much bigger sign for pure new viewer signal rather than outliers on bigger channels, which a lot of the times can just be fans that are returning simply because they've seen a video from a bigger channel. Now, what does that actually mean? That means that you, as a smaller YouTuber, I'm assuming you are right now, if you have a channel that's, let's say 10k subs or whatever, like it's a bit smaller, so you want to grow your channel, you want to get more new viewers. Well, how do you get more new viewers? You want to find videos that are getting huge traction that new viewers are watching. You want to go where the new viewers are going. If you've got, let's say, a 10k sub channel and they have a video that gets 1 million views, do you think that most of those 1 million views are going to be people that have never seen this channel before? Yeah, probably. That's where all the new viewers are. The new viewers are on that video. So there's a pretty good chance that the topic that's being talked about there is a topic that new viewers are going to watch. Whereas let's say a 300,000 subscriber channel gets 1 million views or 2 million views. There's going to be a lot bigger of a portion of those 2 million views that have just come back to the channel because they already know who this person is and they're slightly interested because it's that person. That's why this list right here under 100k is a lot bigger of an indicator that a video is going to do well if there's an outlier here, if that makes sense right there. So in your research, whenever you're trying to find video ideas, make sure you find ideas mostly from channels that are under 100k getting huge outlier views. That's where a lot of your huge hitters are going to be, especially when you're first starting out. I use this exact method, and this is part of what blew my channel up and got me monetized, like I said, in literally 23 days. Now, this system that I use in Claude, what it does is it takes a ton of like data from my channel. So I give it so much data to where it's almost impossible for it to mess up any brief or, script packaging that it gives me. But the thing is, if you're kind of starting out, you don't really have that data. So you might be thinking, well, how do I give this AI a bunch of data if I don't have any? Well, what you can do is you can take this list of channels that you've got, and what you can do is take the last like 6 months of their videos, like just go to their channel. So let's say I want to use Glider Guy, for example. Like obviously it's not in the same niche, but let's just say this channel I want to use. All I do is scroll down until I go to the last 6 months. It's going to be a bit far because I post 60 videos a month, but I just press Control A, Control C, go to Claude, chuck it in, and then also I can use a NextLev's analysis tool, which analyzes the entire channel and puts it into different buckets and, gives it a whole bunch of data there. Another thing you can do is sort by most popular and find the specific content that, I make. Or you can just find the most recent 20 videos, go to all of their transcripts, chuck them into Claude, and then get data that way. Basically, you want to just farm as much data as you possibly can in the exact niche that you're trying to do, and then you can just use that data in order to make the brief, make the script, make the packaging, do that sort of stuff. If you do that for every single channel, and this might take an entire day, really, I mean, it's a lot of data collecting, but if you spend an entire day doing that, that is going to set you up so much for the future, it's not even funny. Then once you make, let's say, 50 videos, 100 videos, and, if you do 2 videos a day, which I'm doing, that only takes about 2 months. Once you've gotten that much data, you can then chuck all of that into Claude and chuck all of that into your AI service, and then it will make your videos pretty much identical to you. After that, you can scale from there and you can get to a point where you make 2 videos a day and it takes you 2 hours. It is that simple. Step 3 is the video idea process. And I mean, if you've already got your list of 60 channels, this is honestly the easiest part. A lot of people come to me and their biggest issue is that they cannot find video ideas. For the life of them, they just cannot seem to get video ideas. Now, there's a few ways that I do this. Right now, the best method that I've used is almost just going to my YouTube comments, typing into the search bar, and I can show you a live example of this. I go to my comments section, and what I do is I filter it. So I will type in, the first thing that I type in is expose, and what I do is I press enter into like my full comment list. And a lot of the times I'll get 2-3 comments a day giving me ideas of different channels to expose. Now, this will mostly work if you're a commentary channel pretty much just like mine that finds different channels to look at. That's a very easy way to do it. I also type in talk about in my comments section, and I'll have a ton of people saying, can you talk about this? Glider Guy, talk about this. When is he going to talk about this? And you can just get a ton of ideas that way. Another one that you can use is just idea. So if you type in idea, a lot of people will just write video idea, and then they'll give me a video idea or just stuff like that. Also, another way that I do it is I have a Discord server right here where I have a suggestions tab and a bunch of people just chuck video ideas into here. That's another way that I do it. Another method as well is on my YouTube homepage, this account, this Glider Guy account, I don't actually watch YouTube on this account. The only videos that I watch on this account are videos that could turn into potential video ideas. So what I'll do is I'll scroll through here and I'll find a ton of ideas which are perfectly curated to my channel because I only watch stuff that could be Glider Guy video ideas. And then using that, what I do, and I've shown you guys this system that I use, is that, let's say this is a video idea right here. Koofy is back. I'll go onto the channel. I'll go to the transcript right here, click Control A, Control C, and in my dashboard, I go pipeline for Glider Guy, I paste everything down below, and then once I press enter, it will, no joke, give me everything I showed you guys before. It'll give me the video brief, it'll give me the video script, and the video packaging all in one go. And it does that just if I press enter right there. I'm not going to do it right now because I don't need the video idea, but if I were to, that would take about 3 minutes. The packaging's done, the scripting's done, the video brief's done, all in one go. It's actually nuts. But as for finding the actual video ideas, if you don't want to use those methods right there, all you have to do if you're just starting out and you don't have a bunch of people commenting, you don't have your homepage set up yet, that's absolutely fine. What you can do is go to your list right here, like I just said, and go through each and every channel. So let's say I'm on the Monk channel and I want to find a video idea. I'll go to John Bravo, and like I said, obviously try the channels that are under 100k. They're going to give you more valid ideas. But if I just want to use this guy, for example, I can just look at his most recent videos, and let's say this guy wasn't a news channel and time didn't matter. I'd just go through his last 3 months, find his biggest outliers, and then use them. So right here, the Larry files are much worse than you ever imagined. This video right here has 800,000 views. This guy's average is probably sitting at around 350 to 400,000 views. So this right here, 800,000, is a clear outlier. And actually, I don't know why it's not showing, but most of the time you can actually use the view stats extension right here, and it will give you a outlier score on the bottom. I don't know why it's not working. I think actually view stats is kind of like not working at the moment, but it'll give you a score. And if the score's like 2.5 times an outlier for a channel, it's probably a pretty good sign that it's going to be a good video that you can do. And so just go through each and every channel, go through all 60, and you'll find about 100 video ideas right there. That can start you for like 2 months straight. So that's the easiest way to start out your channel and get to the point where you can get monetized. After that, you can start using the more advanced methods I just showed, but you know, to start out, that's really all you need. You can get monetized off 100 videos very easily. Now, step 4 right here is the thumbnails, and this is the part that everyone gets backwards. So, obviously, like I said, if you just use this system right here, you can get packaging very quickly and you don't really have to worry about it. But make sure that you do your packaging first, and the reason for that is that, before you record, before you script, if the thumbnail doesn't work, the whole video doesn't matter. If your thumbnail and title is just cheeks, it's not going to matter at all. So essentially there are 5 ways to create contrast on YouTube in terms of thumbnails. And I'll write them down here so you guys can visualize this. There is light versus dark. There's warm versus cool. Saturated versus not saturated. In terms of like actual color. Complementary colors. For example, orange and blue, which I've used multiple times on this channel right here. So every single video I will use this blue background on Monk, and that's just a bit of branding because, you know, I just have blue on the channel, and I feel like if I have blue in the thumbnail, a lot more viewers of the Monk channel can very easily recognize that. But then I also pair that with most people's skin color, which is mostly orange for the most part. Especially if I've got this cartoon version, I can make everyone's skin orange, and that contrasts very well with that blue background. So those right there. Oh, and also scale as well, and that's just like another one as well. But, you know, these kind of speak for themselves. If you use these in a way that adds a lot of focus to the foreground subject, then you can very easily get a lot of views and a lot of attention very quickly. And now to make this even easier, in this packaging thing right here, it gives you everything that you need for that. Like, it shows you exactly how to do it. So, I mean, I could teach you all about this, but you don't even really need to know it if you use the system that I've got. Step 5, and this is basically an unfair advantage that most beginners ignore, is that at the very start of this channel, and I don't know why my browser's not working, give me a second. So this very first video here, Zong is being haunted, on the very first day that I made this channel, was also paired with 2 YouTube shorts right here. First one was a Spice King video, which I posted the very next day. The next one is a Zong short. So in my first video, which was about Zong, I reacted to one of his long form videos. In the short, I reacted to one of his shorts. Okay, so right down here is the short that I did for the Zong video, and what I did is I linked my long form video to this short. Now, the very first day on this channel, if I can show it, I actually got like 500 views, and obviously none of them were from the long form video. They were basically all just from the short. But the long form video, as you can see, with 0 subscribers, 0 outside influence, on its very first day, got 14 views. And most of them, if I can show it here, were basically just from channel pages or directly from that short. And then eventually it started getting recommended because it was getting a few views right here. It was getting, you know, some watch time. So that's just the way to kickstart to get out of 0 view jail, as I like to call it. And, you know, the short method right there is very easy because this right here on its own, in its very first day, got 5,000 views. This video would have probably got 0 views if I didn't post this short right here. Now, like I promised right here, the whole system that I've been telling you about for this entire video is exactly how I make these videos right here. Like I said, it's one input into this system, and like I said, it gives me a brief, it gives me a script, and it gives me packaging. Now here's the thing, whenever I show this system, a lot of people think that since it's just completely tailored to the Glider Guy channel or the Monk channel, that it couldn't work for anyone else. Well, the thing is that I've actually made it so that you can use this whenever you want. I can basically tailor this to any commentary channel I want. All I have to do is get enough data from the channel and then just onboard it as a client on this system that I've made. And I can do this for any channel I want. So if I type in pipeline and then I use your channel, for example, I can do the exact same thing here. It will give you a full video brief, a full script, and full packaging, matching it to your voice every single time. Now that is something that I do one-on-one, and the link is in the description below, and if you click that right there, you can apply. There are limited spots because I can't do this for everyone. Because also on top of that, I work beside you one-on-one to make sure that this system actually works for you and that you actually get something out of it. So don't sit on this if you're serious, because the spots will run out and they will, run out very quick, and then the price will go up. If you're interested in that, again, click the link in the description, and I'll see you all over there. Subscribe. This long-form YouTube video that took me 1 hour to make made me $140 in revenue. All I do is go to my YouTube homepage and find a video idea that is specifically curated to my YouTube channel. Go to the transcript of the video, click Ctrl A and C, go into my Claude dashboard, paste it in, type in pipeline for Glider Guy, which is my channel, press enter, and what it does is it gives me a full video brief showing you exactly what to do in the recording of your video, an exact video script based on all of the transcripts from your YouTube channel, or specifically my channel, telling you exactly what to say for the whole video. And this is the craziest part, it gives you a packaging document, meaning that you don't even have to think about what to title your video, what to do for the thumbnail. It shows you how to make the thumbnail in 3 minutes without having to pay anyone. All of this it does with one single prompt in about 2 to 3 minutes. It's exactly how I made this video right here, and the whole thing took less than an hour. Now, my name's Ricky, I'm 21 years old, and I've been doing faceless commentary videos for over 7 years now. This Glider Guy channel right here is my main channel. I've got nearly 1,000 videos on it, and over 500,000 subscribers. I also run this channel called Monk, which I monetized in 23 days. With nearly 200 videos and nearly 70,000 subscribers. I'm gonna break down exactly how I make repeatable videos like this, which generate hundreds of dollars in basically an hour. And the whole thing comes from this one prompt that I put into Claude, using a ton of data that I've given it from my Glider Guy channel. So today I'm gonna show you the exact system that I use to do it. So let me show you all the numbers. So this got 110,000 views, 4.9 thousand hours of watch time, nearly 500,000 subs, and again, $140. Now the average view duration on this video wasn't even really that good. It was like 26%. But it still ended up generating me a ton of revenue. But all of this data here, so, all of the retention stuff, everything in terms of my transcripts, all gets put into Claude to make my videos better every single day. And what I do is I post 2 videos every single day, so that is a lot of data going into this AI, which is making these briefs, scripts, and packaging documents better every single day. I'm going to show you guys exactly what I do to make a video like this, and specifically what I did for this video, so then you can replicate this for your own channel. And what you can do is make 2 of these videos every single day, considering this took like an hour to make, post them onto your channel, and start getting results like this, because it is way more simple than you think. What I did to find this topic is I went onto my YouTube homepage, which I told you guys before. I use this YouTube account right here only to watch videos that could be Glider Guy video ideas. I scroll through for literally 20 seconds, and I find something that could be a video idea. For example, here's a video, the guy who stole from Technoblade's charity is back again. So this is a YouTuber which is, very hated in the space, and my Glider Guy channel is basically dedicated to that. I react to Roblox, brain rot, and AI slop videos, so this is perfect for me. What I do is I show the transcript, click Ctrl A, Ctrl C, go to my Claude, and then just type in pipeline for Glider Guy. Paste this in, and it will give me a full video script, brief, and packaging analysis all in one go. That's exactly how I found this video idea right here. I can't remember the inspiration video, but I found a video talking about this YouTuber right here. She's just like a Minecraft Shorts YouTuber, which, a lot of the comments are calling this person cringe, saying that their channel isn't great. So that's perfect for me, right? That's exactly what I look at. I found this channel, I put it into my system, and it gave me a full brief, script, and packaging system, and I use all of that to make this video. What I do is I get all of the clips that I need to look at for this video, and I just get them from this person's shorts, chuck them into Premiere Pro, and then I just react to, 15 to 20 second clips of this person. I record all of my reactions into Audacity, as you can see here. I chuck them directly into my Premiere Pro timeline, edit them up to a point where it gets to the 8-minute mark, so I just keep recording, and I keep editing, cutting down the clips until it gets to 8 minutes. I then do the most basic editing possible because the main part of a commentary video is the commentary. A misconception I see a lot is people spending hours and hours, even days editing commentary videos. You really don't need to do that. The main purpose of people watching a commentary video is to listen to your voice. You gotta think about this from a viewer's perspective. They don't care about your flashy edits. They don't care about, all the cool stuff that you do on the timeline. They care about what you say and how funny and entertaining you are. If you work on that as a YouTuber, then the editing will take care of itself. I just have some Minecraft gameplay that I use, and I also have another variable of my visuals, which I switch back and forth between, where I also have the B-roll of the clip that I just looked at. So, for example, I looked at this like brain rot song in the intro. I can also then use that as footage that I can have as a visual if I'm not using Minecraft gameplay. I just switch between them. It just makes things a bit more interesting. Once I'm finished editing, which takes maybe about 45 minutes, it's then onto the packaging of the video. What this system gives you once you put this input in is it gives you a ton of titles that you can use for your video, and then also down the bottom it gives you thumbnail briefs. What you can do is copy the section here that says copy, chuck this into ChatGPT. It gives you a pose, expression, and looking directions, so, it tells ChatGPT exactly what to do for your thumbnail. Also, you can use this little string of text right here, which I use for every thumbnail. What you can do is use the best thumbnail that you have on your channel, so for me it's this one right here that I can use as a reference. I then post the subject clip into the second slot on ChatGPT, paste this directly into ChatGPT, and it gives you a thumbnail right here, which, in terms of the style of the thumbnail, it looks very similar to the reference, and it's just done that all through that one prompt. This is how good AI and technology is getting in 2026. You can do all of this, and that whole video takes me about an hour to make. You do that 4 times a day, you can backlog 4 videos every single day, meaning that you do 2 days worth of work in one day. Eventually, if you work for, let's say, 5 days straight, you have 5 days worth of videos ready to go, and you don't even have to do anything after that. That is where the real power of AI comes in, and this is where, if you're a commentary channel right now, and you want to know how to use AI to leverage your channel, this is exactly how you do it. Now, obviously, this is extremely difficult to set up. Like, I had to spend a lot of time setting up this thing in Claude Cowork in order to make this all work. But if you want me to do this specifically for your channel, because what I can do is I can onboard clients into this exact system. I've set it up to where I can do that. So I can do this for not just the Glider Guy channel, but I can also do it for my Monk channel as well. I can do it for any other commentary channel you guys have. If you're a commentary channel and you want me to set this up for you, click the link in the description where you can apply, and I'll see if you're a good fit. But once you set it up and you give it enough data, you can get months like I can show you guys right here, where you make $6,000 on YouTube and then also $3,400 on Spotify, all in the same month. I work on this channel for about 4 hours a day max, and also what I have now is a video editor, which takes half of the time that it takes to make a video away from me. So I can spend 2 hours and make 4 videos now. It's that simple, it's that easy, and it takes basically no work after a certain point. This right here is the real way to get leverage on YouTube and the real way to make a ton of money. If you guys want me to set this up for you, again, click the link in the description where you can apply, and yeah, I'll see you all over there. Subscribe. Last month, my channel got 2.3 million long form views and $5,468 in revenue. Also including Spotify into that with the exact same content which I just repurpose on there, it gets me an extra $3,400. Now what I do is I make 60 long form YouTube videos a month, each taking me about an hour to an hour and a half to make in total. And I make 4 videos every single day, which takes me about 5 hours, which genuinely just backlogs me for weeks and weeks on end if you keep compounding it. Now, an important factor in making sure that all of this works is making sure that the retention on my videos is, great. Each video pulls, over 10,000 views, sometimes getting to 50,000, nearing 100,000. which doesn't seem like a lot, but when you post 60 videos a month, that adds up very quickly to this 2.3 million view count like you can see here. Now, one factor of making sure that these videos actually do reach tens of thousands of views every single time, since I'm posting 2 times a day, is having a repeatable retention formula, making sure that every single video that I post goes through this criteria that I've built for myself inside of Claude Cowork, which I'll show you guys exactly what I do here, and also in my actual recording to make sure that every single video is still good. Because you can spam out videos as much as you want, but if they suck, you know, the idea is only half of the work. Actually putting the video together, making sure the title and thumbnail are synced up, that's the other half of the work that you have to make sure you're still doing. I'm going to show you guys an example of 2 videos right here. The first one is called LankyBox Has Quit YouTube. The second one is This Freaky Roblox Animator Must Be Banned. If we compare the 2 videos here, so this LankyBox one got me 76,000 views and $161 in revenue. The Freaky Roblox Animator one, with the same amount of effort and the same amount of time, got me 21,000 views and $30 of revenue. So that's over a 4 times increase of revenue doing the exact same thing basically. Now you might be thinking, what is the difference between these 2 videos here? What is the reason that, you know, one video gets $161 and the other one gets $30? Well, to put it quite simply, I mean, you guys can see it here. This video right here, the LankyBox one, which did well, got 67% average view duration in the first 30 seconds. And the Freaky Roblox Animator one got 51% in the first 30 seconds. Basically, 2/3 of people who clicked on my LankyBox video stayed after 30 seconds, and literally half of the people that clicked on my Roblox Animator video left after the 30 seconds. So that's half versus 2/3. That is a huge difference, and that is what I'd assume to be probably the main reason that this video right here got, you know, 2 times the views, and also over 4 times the revenue. So not only am I getting more views, but my RPM is also higher. The RPM on my Roblox one is 1.47. The RPM on my LankyBox video is 2.1. Now the reason for this is very, very simple when you actually click on each of these videos. So I'm going to show the first video, which didn't do great at all. The title and thumbnail says, This Freaky Roblox Animator Must Be Banned, and as you can see by the thumbnail, it's just some random Roblox character with 0 strikes. Not terrible, it's not a terrible title and thumbnail, but the thing about YouTube is that your title and thumbnail isn't the only thing that determines whether a video does well. The other thing that determines it is the hook. So I see the title and thumbnail as like the promise. So, you know, in commentary especially, when you do a title and thumbnail, you are basically making a promise to the viewers. And the way that you can give proof on that promise is literally through the first 10 seconds. So let's see, with this title and thumbnail in mind, what is the first 10 seconds of this video?
Be sure to ask about the rabbit hole special. It's on me.
All right, sir. Let's hop down to the back for your special. Really didn't know. Who even told you about the special?
Mate,
Okay, so that's where my voice comes in. So it's been 15 seconds of showing clips and then my voice comes in. You might think, right, so, you know, it's censored clips, it's showing, oh my god, you know, this animator's doing something crazy, it should be banned. But to a viewer who's looked at that for the first time, and you guys could probably tell this better than me considering you've just seen that for the first time, when you first click on that video, instantly you kind of think, oh, I might have clicked on something, you know, that I didn't mean to click on. I thought I clicked on a commentary video and it's just showing 15 seconds of raw footage with nothing in between. That's really what you have to boil this down to. Whenever you look at, you know, a video that you've made, you have to think, what is the viewer going to think the moment that they click on the video? What is their first instinct? The first thing that you should be showing is basically exactly what's in the thumbnail for probably like 2 to 4 seconds to confirm to the viewer that the promise that you've made them is being upheld. And then straight after that, you get straight into your commentary. You let the viewers know that this is a commentary video. By me sitting here dragging this out for 15 seconds right here, I'm basically, you know, I'm almost breaking my promise to the viewer of it being a commentary video. They're almost gonna think that this whole video is just the clip that I'm playing. I know this sounds so in-depth and so autistic, but you guys have to trust me on this. When you're showing 15 seconds of a video right at the start, you need to have like little jabs that you have in between. You need to have your own input that you put in. And this brings me on to the video that actually did good. The lanky box has quit YouTube. Now, already that title and thumbnail, I mean, it is definitely better, so maybe there is a bit of bias towards the fact that the title and thumbnail is just better and the topic is better. However, it definitely doesn't justify a 3 to nearly 4 times increase in views. So I'll show you guys the intro of this video, and you guys can tell me if this lines up with the title and thumbnail, if it proves the promise to the viewer that I'm giving in the title and thumbnail.
Does this guy actually have brain damage from all of these YouTube shorts that he's made? I swear there's no way this guy is sane. 42 million subscribers, nearly 10,000 videos, but as of today, they haven't posted a single YouTube video for 12 days.
Okay, now I will say that was a little bit slow to get to the point, and there's definitely some room for improvement there. But I mean, first of all, that kind of just shows you guys that, you know, even though I'm posting 60 videos a month, I've got nearly 1,000 videos on this channel, there's even still room for me to improve. Like, I look at every single one of my videos that I make and I think, how can I make these even better? But in terms of the actual intro, that was a million times better than the Roblox one. Number one, because I think Lankybox's videos, considering they're a huge established channel, I mean, their shorts just pull tons of retention anyway. The actual content that I'm looking at is just far more entertaining than this random Roblox animator that has like 10k subs. So there's that as well, but I mean, like, the whole point is, I injected my voice way earlier in this video than I did in this last Roblox video. Still, I think I could have done it a lot quicker, so even, like, I'm still thinking of ways I can improve this. I definitely think 7 to 8 seconds is much better than the Roblox animated video, but I could probably still do it at like 3 to 4 to be honest. I'd say a good rule of thumb right now, just a golden rule that you guys should never break if you're doing these reaction commentary videos that I do. Make sure that, and again, I understand like a lot of people have different rules from their channel, which can be seen as branding for their channel. So for me, it's showing a clip at the very start and then reacting to it straight away. Some of you guys might just open straight with your voice. For example, a good way that I could have done this video as well, if I don't just show clips right at the start, is just saying Lankybox has quit YouTube. I literally just say that at the start, and that is confirming the title right there. It's showing the viewers that, yes, I've clicked on the correct video. That is the only purpose of the first 5 seconds of your video, to make the viewer realize that they have clicked on the correct video. After that, it's all about, you know, hooking the viewer in with, you know, the stakes of the video, what's going on, you know, I'm showing this at the very end, so stick around, stuff like that. But a golden rule you should never break is that make sure that to prove the promise of your video, to prove the promise of your title and thumbnail, make sure you show something from the title and thumbnail in the first 5 seconds. If you don't, you are killing your retention, and that is the reason that this video right here did better than this one right here. Now, the way that I make sure that I implement these rules for every single video, and that, you know, there is no videos on this channel right here that break these rules at all, is that I use a system on Claude Cowork. Basically, all I have to do is click on New Task on my Claude Cowork. I go to my YouTube homepage, signed into a channel, which the only, you know, purpose of this channel is to curate my feed, to feed me video ideas that could be for the Glider Guide channel. So I only watch videos that could be video ideas. I don't watch anything else, like I don't watch sports or whatever else. It's literally just videos that could be on the Glider Guide channel. I sort through and it normally just gives me video ideas all the time, so I'll scroll through for a little bit and I'll find something that I could literally use right now. Here we have the Max and Ruby copyright situation is insane. So this is talking about some cartoon, I guess like channel that is being taken down for copyright. Now on this guide channel, I talk about copyright strikes a little bit, specifically, you know, people that send copyright strikes to other people. So this could be a video idea right here. So I just open it up in a new tab, pause the video, go down and click show transcript, click Control A, Control C, and then paste it into Claude Cowork. Then underneath you literally just type pipeline for glider guy, press enter, and then it will literally give you a full video brief, a video packaging, a video script, and an idea analysis, and it gives you all 4 of them literally just with what I've just done there. And I'll show you guys the results of this in a second. It is really insane, but I do this for every single Glider Guy video 60 times a month, and it gives me an output that I can turn into literally, you know, tens of thousands of views every single video, generating me hundreds of dollars literally within like an hour. Like, it is that simple. In terms of leverage, this is probably the most high leverage thing I've ever set up in my life. I'll show you guys an example of a video that I did the other day. This is basically like a Roblox news video, and I'll show you exactly what it gave me. So as you can see here, it gave me a video brief showing exactly what I can show throughout the entire video from minute 0 to minute 8. Gives me a clip list in chronological order of where I can show it, so it shows me exactly what I'm showing, the exact timestamp that I can show, and then exactly like literally the reaction angle that I can give. So it goes even that far. And the reason that it does that is because I've given this Claude Cowork so much of my data from the Glider Guide channel that it literally just does it all in one go. And it doesn't just stop there, it also gives me a full video script which I can show you guys. It literally takes all of the transcripts from my Glider Guide channel and predicts what I should say based on what it's showing on the screen for literally the entire video. And then to just take it a step further, it gives me a full packaging breakdown of exactly what I should do for the title and thumbnail, again, based on all the data that I've given it from my Glider Guide channel. It gives me 2 different combos. It gives me a verdict combo for my titles and thumbnails, and also a curiosity gap version for my title and thumbnail. And it even shows you what those mean. I mean, the verdict literally states the conclusion, the curiosity gap withholds the conclusion. And both of those could do better than the other for every single video that you make. So some videos do better with curiosity gap packaging combos, and some do better with verdict combos. There's really no, telling sign whether one will do better than the other. You literally just have to test them for every video. And you might think because I've given this so much of my data right here that this would only work for the Glider Guide channel. But I've also set it up to where I can literally onboard any commentary channel that I want, give it a ton of data, and then it just does it for that specific channel as well. So if you want me to do that specifically for your channel, click the link in the description right now to apply to work one-on-one with me, where I can literally help scale your channel using the systems that I use, which are extremely repeatable, to get results like this, $5,000 a month and then $3,000 on Spotify as well. Again, click the link in the description right now and it will take you right there. But anyways, click the video on screen right now because YouTube thinks it might help you out, and I'll see you all over there. Subscribe.